Tar Heel turned up, hand to the sky. Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. Dead right, dead right. From the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that NSC, what it do? What it do? Tar Heel turned up,
dance in your lane. Whole state jumping when they shout our name. If you from that NSC, let them know that's you. Throw your town in the air, come through, come through.
Western side, where my riders at. Blue Ridge views in the back of the Cadillac. Booming bar, boom, girls cold like that, but the party so high, made the breath blow bad. Queen City drip on my 704 fiends. Skirt on train, paint still clean. Hornets on the head, buzz in the scene. Whole squad lit red. Swerve on the loop, Durham in the cook, got the soul in the roof. Spin through Raleigh, I'm awake in the boot pack. So loud, whole lot of wolf in the U. Slide to the Ville, I'm on point like the hills. Chopper Hill, chill with the gang they feel. Wherever I go, they know what real. Cause the tag say NC stamp. Tar Heel turn up, hand to the sky. Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. Dead right, dead right. From the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that NSC, what it do? What it do?
Tar Heel turn up, dance in your lane. Whole state jumping when they shout our name. If you from that NSC, let them know that you. Throw your town in the air, come through, come through.
It's the queen on the mic from the coast on up. Got sand in my shoes and I still glow up. Hey. Woman 10. Hey. NC. Stand up. From the peaks to the pier. We here. Hey. Tar Heel turned up. Hand to the sky. Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. Dead right, dead right. From the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that NSC, what it do? What it do? Tar Heel turn up,
dance in your lane. Whole state jumping when they shout our name. If you from that NSC, let them know
Hold on,
that's you. Throw
I'll be
your
in a second.
town
Let me
in
send
the
out
air,
notification.
come through, come through.
Western side, where my riders at. Blue Ridge views in the back of the Cadillac. Booming bar, boom, girls cold like that, but the party so high, made the breath blow bad. Queen City drip on my 704 fiends. Skirt on train,
give me
paint
2
still clean.
seconds.
Hornets on the
Appreciate
head,
the like.
buzz
Hit
in the
the
scene.
like
Whole
button,
squad
dude.
lit, red, white, blue,
Thank you.
green.
Appreciate
Full
that.
city swing when we swerve on the
I'm
loop.
almost
Durham in the
ready.
cook, got
Give
the
me a
soul in
second.
the roof. Spin through Raleigh, I'm awake in the boot pack. So loud, whole lot of wolf in the U. Slide to the Ville, I'm on point like the hills. Chopper Hill, chill with the gang they feel. Wherever I go, they know what real. Cause the tag say NC stamp. Tar Heel turn up, hand to the sky. Carolina on my shirt, on my mind. Dead right, dead right. From the mountains to the middle to the tide, so blue. If you from that, what it
Boom. What's going on, people? People. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. I'm late, but I'm on time. This is good for me. I'm not even BSing. This is good for me. What time is it? It's only 1:42 East Coast time. So I said if I'm past 2, I am super late. But I made it. Somewhat on time. Anyways, people, on today's episode, if you're new here, welcome. My name is L. Scott, but you can call me L. You can call me Scott. You can call me Scott Free. That's the name of the show. As long as you call me, it doesn't matter. On this show, we do a bunch of randoms. We'll have random conversations about things that's living in this head of mine, stuff that is affecting me, things that I think is affecting the Black community mainly. I tell people all the time, this is a Black family advocate platform where we're going to breathe life. Knocking stuff out here. Breathe life into the culture and into each other. Now, will at times I talk trash about somebody? Yes. But it will be in love. I will tell you that. Anyways, on today's episode, you seen the title? I saw this top 50 list of comedians. And I saw, so I saw that. Let me make sure everything's working. Boom. Okay. Yes, I saw this top 50 comedians list, now I don't really have a problem with the list per se itself, but what I do have a problem with is I have a problem with the order of the list. But we'll get there. Let some people come on in. Hit the like button when you come on in. Hit the like button. Come on in. What else I can say? Oh, and before we get started, let me go and just dive right in. Like I said, if you ain't new here, you know how I do it. I'm randomly gonna dive into something. This is the first thing up. I saw Dr. Umar. Now, this is not the dog Dr. Umar. This is not talking about school. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing of FDMG. This has to do with the fact of he has an issue with FBA people or people using that word, and he keep calling it a group for one. I don't like that, but that's not the main point. So why are we letting people come on in, hit the like button, subscribe, and everything else, you know, all that good stuff. While you're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and play this and get this thing started. You tell me what you guys think. Come on, hold on a second. Come on, here we go. Hold on, I'll tell you this. Me and this mouse.
If y'all really got a problem group, and this is why I have issues with groups like FBA and ADOS, because if y'all really got a problem with immigrants,
First, like I said, I have to say this first. I don't know why they keep calling it a group. You don't call Asians a group. You don't call them a gang. You don't call them none of the stuff. Why you keep calling black folks that? Stop. And see that, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you. My issue with him and people like that who just obviously is gonna close his ears. This is what it is. For anyone who don't know, you do know, everybody knows. When someone say that they FBA, they just saying that they are Black Americans, family who've been here for generations. That's all they talking about. People who they say came off a slave ship, don't matter off a slave ship. These the folks, the same folks that you went to kindergarten with and first grade with, them folks. You know the ones that we got before we got immigration. So when he starts calling it a group, it don't make no sense. It lets me know he's purposely saying that, he's purposeful when he's doing that. And see, to me, that's disingenuous. One thing you can check me on, anybody, if you get to know L. Dot, is that if I start turning into a hypocrite, check me. Because one thing I have tried to do at all times is tell the goddamn truth. So that bothers me to start. But anyway, let's see what
shouldn't you be attacking the biggest immigrant groups?
Second of all, why just because of decided, hey, instead of me just being a global generic African, when Africa is not a place, it's a continent. So you got me a continental African that's displaced, and black folks said, hey, how about we just give ourselves a name that we are proud of, things that we like. We didn't actually call African American in '88. So what I'm saying is that why don't you allow us to do this ourselves? And then when people did it, respect it. That's it. That's all motherfucker asking for. The problem was you keep seeing like everybody fighting because someone keeps saying, nah, you ain't, you just an African. Well, now we got a problem because you now is refusing to respect what I want to be called. It's the same thing. God damn it. I don't know why I'm being clumsy today. Put it up here. It's the same thing. If someone renames themselves, they went off and became a Muslim and they decide to go to become Muhammad something. What do they end up doing? We say, hey, call him Muhammad now. That's what he wants to be called. We don't say disrespect this man now and don't keep calling him. That's what's happening. So I don't understand this whole attacking. Why? Well, who's attacking who? Ain't nobody attacking anybody. I have never came on here and said something just flat out, oh, I don't like these knuckles. I don't want. Nobody's saying that. So again, it sounds like to me he's being very disingenuous when he says this, and I don't like that. Because I'm just saying to myself, a class example to black folks, black women. When someone tells you, oh, you just being angry, you're like, yeah, because the motherfucker attacked me. That's why I'm being angry. Of course you are. You should be validated in your feelings. Not somebody come on here and say, yeah, this motherfucker just was being angry. No, give it the context. Give it the full context of what happened. And see, to me, I get it. You're a global dude. One thing you ain't gonna see me do with black folks. One thing I will do. I will go and give full context. If somebody's going to make a blanket statement about black people, let's give full context. That's all that I'm saying. Once you give full context, you can believe and take away whatever you want to, but I don't like starting from the trauma. I don't like starting from the effect. How did we get here? And so I get it. Outside of that, I'm not defending no niggerish behavior. I was on here the other day talking about I don't like the fact that Meg Stallion was out here scissoring what's her name on the stage. I don't want black women to be represented like that. That's just me. See how I got my entitled to my own feelings? I got my own way of thinking when it comes to it. But it ain't attacking nobody, and I know when my coach ain't doing something right. So Dr. Moore, if your coach, if what you as the global African and somebody ain't acting right, don't just come into one group that you mad at because you got people inside the group that you don't like. I don't like that. I tell you right now, let me say this and I'll move on from it and I'll let him finish. I remember I covered, a couple of months ago, I covered a Stephen A. Smith well, first of all, Stephen A. Smith said something, I don't like this nigga. And then Roland Martin wanted to do a video on him, and I don't like that nigga. But in the video, there was things that both of them was like Stephen A would say that I agree with that I didn't agree with Roland. I'm gonna give him credit is due. Don't mean I have to like the president. So, but why he got to stand up here? Why you got to denigrate people and say they just a problem and they just and you ready to make up this whole illusion of what black folks is doing this for or have done this for? You done made up an illusion in your mind. These people just want to hate on some Africans. No.
There are twice as many Chinese as there are black immigrants. Yeah. There are 5 times as many Latino as there are black immigrants. You see this? There are 2 times as many East Indian immigrants as there are black immigrants. So if your problem is immigrants and not just black immigrants, where the smoke for the Chinese at? Because I ain't seen y'all yet. Because the same people screaming FBA and ADOS is giving their money to the Korean haircare shop. The same people screaming FBA and ADOS is eating at the white restaurants. The same people screaming FDA and ADOS is at the East Indian car dealership. So help me understand. African immigrants are your enemy.
So again, no one call them enemy. And then secondly, what is it that we're hating on? You just said all of them places for them people, East Indian place, you said the Asian place, what we were doing, we spending our money all there. Where we hating at? Where we being mean at to them? Where is that? You didn't say what we're being mean to them. You just saying, I heard they don't like them. Again, and then 2, I'm sorry, sir. This is the one that I don't like disingenuous conversations. Do you know why we spend money with the Asians? Do you know why we spend money with the East Indians? You know why we spend money in all these different places? It's because we ain't got nowhere to go. You do forget that you preach the same thing, sir. That as soon as a black person decides to go do something, like you say your school, there's the man trying to stop you. So now all of a sudden you forget this part? When you wearing your Philly cap, when you repping Philadelphia, where do you think you purchasing that hat from and who you repping? Sir, you can't get around the supremacy of these people. I use that as a catch-all term because I can't use other words. So to me, it's just, I'm gonna talk negative, but I'm just gonna be out here just saying stuff. Nobody hating on nobody. Nobody's evil to nobody. Ain't nobody out here talking about somebody needs to be deported. I'm not telling you any of this. I'm saying I do have a problem if you're going to bring in a bunch of this is the same thing I say about the acting part. If you're going to bring in a bunch of foreigners to replace us in every facet of life, yes, I have a problem with that. So the issue is that someone says, hey, stop bringing people like, what's this woman name? What's the woman from Wicked? What is that chick name? Cynthia Erivo. This woman calling us all kind of pejorative terms, all kind of negative things. And then think that you're gonna be out here playing iconic people, and no, you don't get to do that. You show respect. If I'm gonna go over to someone else's country and I'm gonna play one of their characters, I'm gonna show some respect. I'm not gonna be over here, oh, I don't like these niggas. I don't wanna be around them. Oh God, they just the worst. Man, please, I'm not gonna celebrate them. No, I ain't watch Wicked. No, I don't support that. I don't support anybody. I don't care what color he is when you got something negative to say about black folks. Oh, I don't like that. Let me let him. I'm not gonna let him finish. Let me move on. That ain't what today's episode is supposed to be about. It's just to me that bothers me when people use that thing like someone's being negative because they're saying enough. You can't just sit here and replace me. This is the reason why I say the replacement part. Now I move on from it. Go look at the Black Caucus. Black Caucus has 62 members in there. I want you to go find out how many in there actually are from America. Their family lineage is here. And then you go, oh, that's just ironic. And man, why is everything ironic? You forgot Alabamans want to be in there. You got the people from Mississippi, people from North Carolina, people from New York. There's some black Americans want to be in some of these bitches. Why we don't never get nothing? Why is the Speaker of the House, Jean-Pierre, whatever, that little, I don't like that lady. Ooh, I did not like that lady. Ooh. That woman was a habitual liar. What was she? What's her name? What's her name? Corinne Jean-Pierre, I think her name was. That woman was a habitual, allegedly. What that woman did, Joe Biden is amazingly sharp. I was just having breakfast with him this morning. Joe fell down. We think he seemed like he forgot who he was. I don't know what you're talking about. Moving on. I don't know if y'all watched them press conference that one. That one was funny to me. But anyway, I digress. Anyway, let me go and jump into the first part about it. Let me see if anybody ain't there first, because I ain't even been paying attention, guys. Hey, guys, hey, what's going on, people? Hey, man, hit the like button. Share the live, man. What's going on, family? My peoples. What's going on, people? Let me bring the chat back. I can chat a little bit with y'all real quick. I'm going to do this top 50 comedian thing first and get the light stuff out of the way before I start screaming, okay? So, Miss Wright, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Sugar. I told Smiley the other day, I'm gonna make her mine. I want to make you a mine too if you want to be one. You just let me know. If you do, DM me. DM, we'll talk about it. All right, let me bring this over here a little bit. You said, hold on, somebody else said something already. Hold on, let me see where we at. Hold on, let me bring it down. I can't see it. Hold on, people. Hold on. Hold on, what do you say? Hold on, I can't even read what you said. Hold on, here you go. Scott, we do have something to go. I'm not saying you don't have any business. That's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about when I made that statement about Dr. Umar. You welcome, Sugar. When I said that statement about Dr. Umar, I'm talking about the fact that he was talking about we hating. Like, where are we hating at? You didn't make a statement. You just said, you just hate the Africans. Who? Why someone says, yo, I am Black American. Hey, my family is from my family is basically from North Carolina and Virginia. I've done my genealogy and I've seen it right there, smacked in the middle. I know what it is. I can tell you when someone's supposed to cross the sea, and for some odd reason, the only ones that ever cross the seas in my family is from Europe. And again, that doesn't mean white people. Don't let them fool you, white tea people. That don't mean they were just white tea people come over that time, because we got to sit down one day and do y'all tell me if y'all want me. If y'all want to come back later today, we'll come back later today and we'll have a conversation what I mean when I say, don't think that every time you look at your genealogy and someone shows it comes from Ireland or it comes from Britain, if it comes from one of those places, when it gets over to 14, 15, 1600, because I have this throughout my family. When you have that, don't think that's just a white tea person. And we can explain it, but you let me know if y'all want to talk about it. I'll bring it up again later. Oh, somebody remind me later. And I ask again if we get some folks. But that's what we do. But anyways, I appreciate the diamonds too. I appreciate the love. I do. I appreciate that. Hit the like button. Let's do it. But my whole thing with this top 50 list, I saw this. And like you say, YouTube, you can't.
How you have a top 50 black comedian?
Oh, I can't let Craig talk. Hold on one second. I gotta put this up for YouTube. Because YouTube can see it. Y'all don't see it over TikTok. I can only let you hear the same. I hate it too, because man, y'all be in here, we be popping. It would be a whole lot better if I could show you stuff. Hold on. Boom. And then put it up for there. Boom. Hold on. There you go. Bing. All right. So there you go. So top 50 list, hopefully. Oh Lord, why is she all the way down there? Hold on one second. Let me pick that up. Oh, I know why. That's why. All right. This is top 50 list. Top 50 list. God, I can't even freaking see. Hold on. I gotta get my phone. Because I can't see it. I don't think I can see it. Hold on, let me get my phone. Because my eyes are too small. I can't see none of it. Hold on, give me a sec. Come on. I know, I'm holding up progress. I hate when I mess up the flow of the show. Because, like I said, I can't see the daggone thing. But there's a reason why I want to talk about the list. This is crazy. All right, here we go. I got the list in my face. All right, let me screenshot it. All right, cool. Now, let me go look at it. Give me a second. All right, boom. I feel old. It made me feel old. All right, here we go. All right, so look, all right, so let's start at the top, right? So top of the list. Now you got things like Faison Love. I have none of these people in the list, because it's 50 people. I cannot argue. We can go back and forth and see about some people left out, some people we may have liked. Because is this they said top 50 now? Because if you're talking about the top 50 now or of all times, there's still people in it's young people in there. Like Ryan Davis is amazing to me. I would put him in there. He said, please do people have a panic attack when the white tea? Oh yeah. We'll talk about it. All right, I'll come back later. If I got time, we'll come back later. I'm gonna definitely tag you. We'll go ahead and do it, because I don't have a problem talking about. We have been fed a story that doesn't match if you just use not only common sense. When you start learning how to look at things properly, instead of the indoctrination from the school, it'll make so much different. It makes so much more sense. We'll talk about it. But anyway, on this list right now, but see, it's things in here I don't like. And I'm gonna be honest with you, like say, order means everything to me. I just take the list for what it is. Don't worry about any people left off. Order is what I'm talking about. We'll talk about people left off later. We can do that later if you want to. But how are you gonna take Big Worm? And mind you, I know a lot of people don't like Faison no more because of the podcast and people he don't like things. Pick size, I don't care. This ain't none of my business. My thing is just this. Again, whether I like you, dislike it, doesn't matter. I care more about talent and longevity. To have put T.I. 2 places ahead of Faison Love is disrespectful. What else is disrespectful is to put T.I. in front of Tony Rock, who is funnier than Chris Rock. I don't care what no one say, fight your mama on that. I'm sorry. Now, there's people again I'm not a huge fan of. Some of them I like, some of them I don't like. I want to say and dog in that. I'm gonna just go down the list. Now, there's some people on the list I think is way too low. Who was I just looking at? I was looking at somebody. Oh, I'll give you this. Hate it or love him, hate it or love him. And I know he's right now, his name has been mud across the internet. But stand-up comedian Corey Holcomb should not be 36 on this list. I don't think so. But again, I understand if anybody here know who he is and whether you like him or not. That's your business. Anyway, hit the like button. So now I was again, how you got Jamie Foxx? Well, I won't say that. Let me say that. Now let me say this about Jamie. Jamie is an enigma. It's hard to categorize him. It's like pure stand-up. I'm stand-up, so this is coming from a person who did stand-up for 12 years. I got paid a few times, so I was a professional, okay? I opened for a few people and everything. It was local, but damn it, I did it. Anyway, so understanding the craft, understanding how to put together a whole set, understanding being able to put together a whole 45-minute set, I've done this. To be able to do this and to do it at a level takes time, takes effort, it takes energy. Hold on one second. What was I looking at just then? It takes all that stuff, and it's a certain way you go about it. And so there's like a standard way of looking at it. Jamie doesn't fit in that mold. Yes, he does impressions. Yes, he incorporates music. So it's like a one-man show versus stand-up to me. So it's almost like I get it if they put him at 30, if they're trying to say, if they're using it just from a traditional standpoint. But if you're just saying pure talent, no, he shouldn't be number 30. I watched his Netflix special, which won't number church. It's like, now mind you, his name is a little mud right now because he told us he won't gonna be met with no YT women no more. He pregnant again. He up in here again. But I will tell you so far, the man, if he hits the stage, just know, I don't care. You can have legends on the stage. You can have people, Richard Pryor himself. If Jamie Foxx hit the stage, you gonna leave remembering him somehow, some way. So it's just hard to see him at 30, but I don't know what criteria they were supposed to be using. That makes sense. Anyways, I digress. What else we talking about? What else? Let me see. What else? And like, oh, again, I don't give people like Wanda Sykes. That I just had to say that. I don't know why I said that. Okay, then I come over here to the other side. So these has got to be like the top 25. I'm sorry. You're putting these up here like these are comedians. You don't get to put Drewski in here. Drewski doesn't come in at 25 because he's popular at the moment. Frankie Lyman was popular at one moment, okay? Doesn't mean that at some point Frankie Lyman was gonna be legendary. If they didn't do that movie in 97, none of us in our generation would know who that man was. And so I don't like Drewski being there at all. Who else was in there? There's people like, I ain't gonna talk about it. Then, no, Steve Harvey does not get to be in front of Sinbad. I don't care if it even is one spot. No, he don't. Cedric the Entertainer doesn't get to be in front of Sinbad. Sinbad was disrespected because he didn't curse. But Sinbad is hilarious. Sinbad was amazing at what he did. I don't care what no one said. And who else I'm looking at this list? And then too, like I say, this is my other issue. I'm going to say this. And this is no hate. And the only thing else I'm going to say about that list, it is Kevin Hart cannot be number 2 on the list. And this is from a person. Okay, let me tell you a quick little bit backstory real quick and then I'll move on. I started doing stand-up in 2009. 2008, 2009, one of the two. And when I did it I remember I was writing jokes. So I've been doing it forever. I'll go even back in front. The year before I got for my birthday, I got one of those Sirius satellite radios, and I would listen to the Foxhole. If you listen to the Foxhole on Sirius radio, all they did was play old stand-up clips all day long. And what was so funny is a lot of the jokes that I would hear comedians on this channel saying, I had thought of myself in my mind. So I said something at that time. I said, hey, let me just put together a little small thing, and eventually I'll get the nerve up to do it. Well, Kev came to local town, came to my local city, and I went to go see him one night. And this man on this set, and this ended up being a Seriously Funny set. I don't know if anybody remember that was his second special. Seriously Funny came out. I had jokes that damn near mirrored what he wrote. Them jokes in Seriously Funny. So it let me know, because he was hilarious tonight. We killed it. And I remember thinking to myself, oh, that means I'm good enough to do it if my jokes mirror someone who's this good at it. And I haven't even started. Now, can I convey it? That's a different story. We'll see. But I have to say this. I'm a grown little man, Seriously Funny, and then Laugh at My Pain. After that, nothing Kevin Hart, and I hate to say this because this is not hate. Nothing, let me say it and look at you. Nothing Kevin Hart has produced stand-up special-wise would put him at anybody's top 10, 20, or 30, 40, or 50, the way he produced them. Miss me with that if you say that. And I'm sorry, that's the only way I feel. And I hate to say that because it's not hating. It's just that that's I think that's a creature of the moment again. I think that is, oh God, he's right now, he's hot, or we want him to be hot. So yeah, he's gonna be, no, you don't get to do that. Your longevity has to be there. Now I will say this now. If he had like something happen, he lost his voice, he stopped doing it after just say Laugh at My Pain. Yeah, you can say it. Yes, you could easily say, yeah, this man right here, yeah, superstar right there. He is that. But no, I don't see it that way. But anyways, I digress. Moving on. That's all I wanted to say about it. I wanted to get that's my fluff of the day. Now, people, y'all ready to get into the heat and into the crux of the conversation? Let me drink some of my tea. Hold on. So, the real reason was the other topic I wanted to bring to people in. Hit the like button, share the live. Please share the live. Put it out there. Come on, it's just a tap on the screen. Tap it for your board. Let them know. Let's get this thing out here so people we can get this thing out. Cause we need to talk about this AI. Now, and the reason why I want to talk about it, because I've been talking about the vote with everybody else because everybody been talking about it. But I want to say this about these AI and these data centers. They're ready to change the world. I don't think we understand the severities of what these things do. Let's start here. I'm gonna let this young lady set it up first, and then we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna dive into that and a couple other things. But let me dive here. Let's go here.
Road.
Hold on.
It was
You get a bunch of
Hold on. Shoot. Sorry.
this data center on Williamson Road. It was approved in 2023. And I'm sure the residents had questions, but they didn't have the opportunity to voice them because this process of approving this data center lacked transparency. It was approved via a text amendment that made changes to other parts of the area, but most importantly, it did not advertise that the residents on Williamson Road, the residents near Grant Road and Anvil Block will be getting a data center in their backyard. So what did I do? Well, I listened to what the folks said, and I initiated a moratorium on all new applications and permits for data centers in unincorporated Clayton County. And it approved unanimously and was reapproved for another 6 months.
Boom. So I played her first because I wanted you to, and we kind of like go from the end and work our way backwards. I played her first because of this. What you're gonna find out with these data centers is that, because this happened in my local town in North Carolina, they went to battle with the places, they backed off. That's basically what happened. The data center said, okay, shoot, for the next 6 months, stall everything out. And she's gonna say, basically, I'll let her finish.
And that will give the county the opportunity to research, to have studies, and most importantly, to hear input from community members.
Which they don't give a shit about. I'm gonna play it in a minute how I know they don't care. So, I'm gonna tell you how I know they don't care. On the screen here, I'm gonna skip to it. It might as well, since it's up here and it's in my mind. So while we're sitting here, there is also, where you people at? Where you at? I should have had them in order. They had, well, I can't find it right now, but it was another one where a whole committee, same thing, what she's talking about, when they went down to the courthouse, they basically said, we don't want this. Everyone said no, and the committee said approve. The data center's going in. So that county said, forget it, we just gonna do it. This one put a stall on it, and basically what that was this. Y'all showed up today, but how many times y'all gonna keep showing up? Because what we waiting for is the next time in 6 months, and they know human behavior, they know patterns. Appreciate the gift. I do, I appreciate that a lot. I appreciate that. But I know these data centers, they're gonna come and you're not gonna push them out. So like I want to tell my hometown, what you're basically seeing is when y'all got them to stall out the same way they stalled out this one, they basically tell you they're only gonna stall out for a few months because they're gonna come right back and do it again. And so they're gonna keep coming back until they get it. Great TV show to watch how it works. Go watch Lawman, or even better, go watch Goliath, same dude, what's his name? Billy Bob Thornton. That's when you see what happens with those big businesses in these small towns. Whenever they want something, they just go take it. And see, the government is in on it, so they're not gonna stop it. Look, I need people to understand this about the AI and these data centers. They're going up. You just in the way right now. You just talking. Unless you really ready to go to battle for it, they're going up. I think like having a handful of people say, man, no. Yeah, you're gonna have to stay in the fight with it and a whole bunch of time. And then eventually what they're gonna pretty much do eventually at the end, you know how these people move. You push and then eventually they say, man, just forget it, just take it. What they gonna do? And I'm gonna have to tell you, you better be prepared and ready to go do it, because this is what's coming. Let me tell you something else right here. What was it else? Give me something else. What was it? Here's another one right here. Listen to this. Listen to it.
Yes, everything really is bigger in Texas. This is Project Matador. This will be the largest data center in the entire world. To understand the actual size of this, it's 18 million square feet, okay? You could fit 15 Disneylands inside of this place, okay? 15. It would encompass the whole island of Key West. Wait till you hear how much power is used. 17 gigawatts, okay? To put that into perspective, it is literally enough power for 3 Irelands. It would power the whole state of Colorado and requires more power than the whole country of New Zealand 2.5 times. It would take literally 15 nuclear reactors just to produce enough power for this thing to run. Don't worry, guys. It only uses nearly 1 billion gallons of water a year just to operate.
So, if you wasn't here yesterday, you probably wasn't. So if you wasn't here yesterday, hey, smile for me one time, Sugar. What's going on? I appreciate you for coming in. I appreciate you. All right, so let me say this. That's a massive one. Don't think these other ones are small. When I'm trying to get people to understand is they're going up everywhere, and they're going everywhere. They're toxic to your environment. And not only are they toxic to your environment, they can't sustain the area. So I did some research. I told people yesterday I did research on this. When I did research on it, basically they're using this water to cool the systems. This is how massive these systems are. That's why they're using so much water. But this is the crazy part. They do not have to do it. They have, excuse me, they have other means of going about getting it. They can have a coolant system. They have a way where they can just basically use electricity or air to do it. But it's more expensive, so they choose not to. That only happens once. This is how it basically broke down to me. They're only going to move over to that once they've sucked all the water out. So what does that leave you when there's no more water? I don't think they care. Do you want to know where you're going to live? Let's just dive into it. I realize now I'm putting the pieces of the puzzle together, and it's all starting to make sense now to me what is happening. 2030 project, that's why it's in the title. The reason why they say you will be a renter and you will own nothing and you'll be okay with it is because everything's going to move you in that direction. We talked about it, and I can bring it up again today. As a matter of fact, I need to. AutoZone is closing, or the Advance, one of them is closing 700 stores. The parts are going out of business. They are putting stuff in your car that's going to break it down. This ethanol is going to break your system down. You're going to get one of those moving surveillance vehicles that they call vehicles 2027 or higher. People, 15-minute cities are here. Do you not know what these are? If you don't, this is what it is. It sounds amazing. It does. You actually don't realize it, but we've been getting micro, mini, 15-minute cities forever now. Houston has one. I stayed in it. Was it the Moran? I think it's called, or something like that. That's nothing but a 15-minute city. before it started closing down here, what's the name here? Good God, what is the name of that? It's in here in Atlanta. Good God. I cannot think of anything right now. My brain's fried today. But they've had these small towns, but they're turning these areas, and basically everything you do is gonna be within 15 minutes. And that sounds amazing. Oh, my shopping. Cause I know how women are. I know you ladies. Y'all like to live downtown. You wanna walk underneath your building and get your groceries and get you some boots and also go back to your apartment and also catch a Uber. I get it. Sounds amazing. But what happens when you can't leave? Let me show you what I mean. Let me find that video. I gotta find that video. Hold on. When you can't leave. Is this one it? Hold on.
Breaking news out of Utah. This video is going viral right now. This is one of many of them that.
That was the one where the guy actually found it. I just found the one. That was the guy when the committee in Utah basically said, nope, this data set is going up. So hold on, let me see if I can find it. God, I'm trying to find it. Why did I organize these things? Hold on. Hold on one second. Is this it?
They all connected. I bet you get a note. The Amazon.
Never put Vaseline.
No, hold on. Give me 1 second, because I want to show you this. Is this it?
Oxford in the United Kingdom.
No.
Don't just punch it.
God, I can't find it. I can't find it. I guess I have to move on from it. But what I'm just trying to get y'all to see, but these cities, what's going to happen is we're going to move into these areas. Oh, I know who to look for. I remember exactly who to look for because I remember his face popped up. I just got so many goddamn articles in here now. Hold on. Where you go? I just saw you. And then you disappeared. Okay. Again, it's not popping. But I realized when the vehicles are going to break down, you're not going to have to get in those surveillance vehicles. You're going to be in these towns. What I was going to show you in this video, but I can't find it. Wait a minute. Is this it? Wait a minute. This may be it.
Bet you didn't see this. Just want you guys to understand that this clip right here is the definition, the literal definition of give them bread and circuses and they will never revolt.
Chelsea is a Zionist.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look, Lord Jesus. I cannot find anything today. I don't know why I can't find any information. I'm going to show you. Hold on now, because now it's irking that man. If I don't find it, it's gonna bother me. Hold on. It's going to really bother me. It's going to irk my spirit. And I just need to find it.
Kevin Hart is the soul.
No.
All right, let's check this one out.
Oh, is this it?
All right, let's check this one out. BlackRock and World Economic Forum docs reveal 2030 plans to make home ownership illegal for the middle class. If you're not tracking Agenda 2030, let's go through this part because this is wild. They already planned your future. In 2016, the World Economic Forum quietly laid out their vision. 90% of private cars eliminated.
So boom, let me show you. This was the video I wanted to show you. So 90% of the cars are going to be gone. This is how they're going to get rid of them. This ethanol. Honestly, people, this is how disrespectful these people are to you. They're going to punch you in the face with this high gas prices that they do not have to have it at. They have a surplus right now. I told you the gas companies themselves are making profits. Whenever the company's making profits, they're not in trouble. They're making hand over fist and you're eating it. And so if 90% of your cars are going to be gone, just 5% ethanol grazing that into your gas means it's going to eat away at it. Meaning, once you go now, everything from your 95 Honda to your 2010 something, 2015, none of them are going to work. These people are pushing you, pushing me. I am nervous. You not nervous at this point? I don't want to live in a 15-minute city. I don't want to have to get permission to go 100 miles. Because they say the environment can't take it because we have a crisis. You know how I know it's BS about this gas thing? Let's just use our common sense. Come on, people. Come on in. Come on in. Hit the like button. I'm ready to get deep now. Now my juices is flowing. This is where we're at. People lie to you all the time. Why would a country who says that they have to rely on foreign things like oil to make their country thrive, why would you use that as your number one resource? When we have had many of people make things out of water as their thing, air, wind, all kinds of things other than cooking grease. I've seen it all. People use all these different systems. Every time someone produces one of these machines, one of these cars, one of these things, they buy it out or they remove them. Don't believe me? There's a guy in the 70s and 80s. One of them, he used, I think, like 2 gallons of water to drive across country. Do you not think that would be better suited than, if it is true, which is not, but if it is true that you're relying on foreign oil and right now they're just getting the gas in us right now, you wouldn't do that. You would never make yourself that vulnerable when you have other resources to do so. No, but it's the big oil companies, they want to do it. They would diversify, get into the other ones. Y'all do realize this is a group Great movie to watch. Great documentary is what's it called? Seeking Seven Sisters, something like that. If I can think of the name about, I said it again. I don't think this is correct, but it basically tells you how and I shouldn't be talking about this, but basically the oil company, the gas company, they in a cartel. So when you see Chevron and you see BP, you see all them together, they all agree. I think it's like 7 of them. They all agree. Instead of us just beefing with each other, let's all go on a cartel and can't nobody else get in. So you can't get into the oil business. They will push you out. Great documentary. You said you experienced it this weekend. I paid $8.60 gas and traveled on. See what I mean? See what I'm saying? I'm just look. What I'm telling you guys is this. All signs are pointing to it. It's time to get rid of these people. It's time to control. Look, look. I get the vote is a problem. It's an issue. All those things are issues. I would just tell the Democrats. Only thing I'm gonna say about voting. I'm gonna try to make it not about voting today. The only thing I would tell the Democrats about voting is just this. Instead of standing in front of people, because I had a video of rolling. Yeah. Instead of standing in front of people talking about how we need all hands on deck. Why we need to be at least 80-90% of us need to be out voting. You still not one time in these dumpster fire videos that you doing have said what niggas are gonna get when they do other than a chance to survive. No, sir. They not gonna do it. I'm telling you, you'll crash and burn again. It's not, because see, and the only thing I'm gonna say about it is because no one believes that people like myself know that this to be true. It's not a party problem. This is an agenda, and everybody's in on it, but you, the American people. Anyways, I move on from that. So, but let them finish. So that's 90% of the cars. That's one of the things. Let's keep going.
Cities redesigned to cage you in. Your home, shared, not owned.
That's another thing. That's what you just said. You're gonna not own your homes no more. Let me tell you how you're not gonna own your homes no more. Since I can't find that in my video. Matter of fact, this is what we need to do. I need to just start through my list and go through it. That's what I need to do. Because when you own you're not gonna own your home no more. And I'm gonna tell you how. Take it like myself. My home, and I'll say this much. I don't want to tell everybody where I live at, but I'll say that. I purchased my home in an area that was guaranteed up and coming, and it very much is popping. Traffic over here on my side of town is pure T hell, right? I'm not gonna lie. Don't like to leave the house around rush hour if I'm at home. Do not, right? So I know I bought over here for a specific reason. Boom, purchased it. Value going up like it's supposed to, right along with the stuff that was coming. Now the stuff is here, all the stuff is popping and everything's in this area. Why is the value in the last 4 years has lost 5% in value? You wanna know why? Because all our homes are ready to be with no value. And you wanna know why? Because they want you to go belly up. The people, and you can mind you, because I heard this too. I don't know about you guys, but I had like neighbors that were selling and their houses stayed on the market forever. I be watching, I ain't gonna lie, I'm nosy. And they stay on the market because ain't no business. I give you another one. I had a house, I had a rental property. Purchased a rental property in 2021. I realized, I said, oh God, this stuff is ready to go crashing. So in 2022, no, it was 2023. In 2023, after I had it for 2 years, I put it back on the market. Do you know I did not sell it till 2025? And I broke even. That's how bad it was. That's crazy. I'm trying to tell you, and it was supposed to be an up and coming neighborhood, near an attraction. But anyway, I digress. I'm just saying to people, y'all don't. They ready to get rid of us, man. All the stuff that we got. I just want to stop going to brunch and start preparing. That's it. We need to start preparing. Let me go through my video. Let me finish.
You think this is some distant dystopia? It's already happening. Here's what they don't want you to see. This was never an accident. In 1970, a house cost 2.4 times the average year.
Okay, he's ready to say what I basically was talking about. Housing market, basically, that's all they do. They don't basically, it ain't the same thing as when your mom and daddy bought a house. They actually bought a house that was actually affordable. This stuff ain't affordable. And they just telling you inflate. Can I tell y'all something too before I get into these videos? Because I need to just play them in a row, and that way I can just talk to the video. It's really nothing you can do. Because I know right now, all they're gonna have us doing is fighting about whether this is true or not true. And they're gonna be telling you, one politician's gonna be telling you, ooh, let me tell you what to do. You listen to me, it's gonna work out, I promise you. And then the other one say, man, you listen to me, but ain't nobody gonna do nothing. You know how it is. You've watched it. You've watched it over and over and over again. And the only thing, like right now, they're not even telling you this. Did y'all know Italy right now is in uproar? They're in like straight civil unrest. Look it up. They have decided they're not taking the tyranny of their country anymore, and they done turned it up. I would also tell Australia, all parts of Australia, why you ain't doing it? Oh my God, they treat y'all worse than they treat us here in America. But what's happening is that the people are had enough. People are saying to themselves, now, I can't do it no more. And this country is literally doing this to us, but I think we so asleep that and see, you know what it is? That's why I don't like racism. Because like them folks who would dominate us in population, all they so fixated on all the time is making sure niggas don't do well. That's all they focused on. They don't let nothing else they worry about all day long. Somebody gonna be in here just whining for nothing. I don't know how you got here, why you here, but you gotta feel entitled to comment and everything else. They so focused on you, the world is just, they're taking everything from us. There's not gonna be anything left. You are gonna literally be paying for everything. I said this the other day, you're going to be paying for things that right now are just bone free. Guy said it yesterday on the video, he hit it on the head. How am I purchasing a home and I go and pay for this house for 30 years? You didn't help me one time with the mortgage, but at the whole time you taxed every time I made a payment. Then after I make the payment and make all the repairs to it without your help again, nope, you just dig it in my pockets every year with the property tax. Then after I purchased and paid my house off, you say, woo, it's yours. Here's that deed, sir. Here's your name. Welcome to the ownership club. You feel excited till it says, make sure you keep paying your property tax. Make sure you keep doing it. Because as long as you're paying your property tax, if you ain't doing that, that's my home. You don't own nothing. Your car, that's about the only thing you can own. But the bad thing about it, if you don't pay them taxes, you can't be legit and drive on the street. So no, you don't. You still gonna pay them taxes too. In perpetuity. Don't pay it, you don't drive. How is it we have gotten to 2026? I feel bad as a human to get as old as I am. Before now, I've said to myself, enough. How have we gotten to the point where we've just let these people keep telling us we gotta tax you for everything? We're gonna tax you coming, we'll tax you going, tax you on the left, tax you on the right, just keep taxing you. And you gonna keep saying, okay. People, do you not realize that every time they say it's a tax, it goes to the same place? Whether it's from where you get a Chick-fil-A sandwich, whether it's your employer, don't tax you, all the way down to the IRS taxing you to prepare your taxes. I'm just saying, at some point, man, enough has to be enough. Where's the land of the free? And then we're free from what? You can't be free from anything. You said they changed me by penalty to pay. Yes, you know what I'm saying? You know what's so funny? They tripped me out, like my daughter, and I said this, and I'm gonna get to the video. My daughter said that on her job, they basically forced a 401k on her, and then didn't give her packages, and she had to go with it. And they told her as long as she worked there, she got to keep it. I said, this can't be true. She showed me proof. It is. It's like that. So I was like, wow. So it's just, to me, you have no control over anything. And I'm so used to just seeing people fighting black folks just to be fighting us. Like foreign black folks. I will tell you right now, step Dr. Umar worried about if black Americans and black folks are foreign. You need to sound the alarm. Shit crazy over here, man. We need to get ourselves together. Start preparing. Let me.
Whoa. Wait a minute. House prices will plummet in 300 U.S. housing market, study finds. Wow. Who's saying that? Oh, Zillow. Yeah, Zillow's finally telling the truth that I've been saying for years. Yeah, there's no buyers in the marketplace. There's no buyers. Now, if you're rich, you may have a few buyers, but yeah, for the typical home buyer, no one's buying your house.
Right?
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, the reason is simple. Your prices are going down. Yeah, in many markets.
See, he's saying what I said. Exactly what I said. And you're not going to have a home anymore. They're going to take, and then too, if you do, it's going to be a mad scramble for people putting their houses on the market, trying to make sure they can get some profit out of what they purchased, or break even at best. No one wants to lose money on their homes, but it's coming. People, 15-minute cities means they're going to be enclosed a lot of the time. You're not going to be able to leave. This is Hunger Games. I know that sounds crazy, but I'm saying you can't. Am I by myself? If I'm by myself, I'll take that. I just don't think I'm by myself when it comes to that. I think we can all see this. Let's keep going. Let's see what else is there. There's so much in here to cover.
Oh, shit. This nigga dead, y'all.
No, I can't show it to y'all. YouTube can see it. I can't. But that was for me. That was for me. This dude was on the porch. I mean, he was like on the balcony in an apartment complex. You can tell it's a project. And the little balcony gave way. He fell over. I laughed so hard because in the video, one thing about a black man or black woman, when you fall, you gonna put all your pain aside to get back up. You gotta let everybody know it don't hurt. He tried to stand up. It's just too funny. Oh, I wish I could show it to you guys. Oh, here you at TikTok. I wish I could. It's too funny to me. Anyway, let me move on. I can't even see it. Hold on, what do you say? The market value for my home will only get me a handyman special to rebuy. Look, I'm telling y'all, man, before I move on, it's unfortunate, but we're gonna all go through. And I think what it is because, like right now, like for Black society, this is my critique for people who have a true platform. I don't have a true platform. That's why I'm always asking you guys to hit the like button, share the button, follow the channel. I promise you I'm gonna say something you like in here eventually. I promise you. But the reason why I say this is because I just want someone to finally say, don't scare me with this. Look, this is TV. TV is theater. I'm gonna move on, but let me say this first. All of it, CNN theater, Fox theater, Good Morning American theater. They have writers. They are sent from a top. Look at the world like this. I said this before. I'm gonna say it on here. Look at the world like a pyramid scheme. It really is. At the tippy top is the person who makes all the decision. These are a handful of people. Again, if I come back on later tonight, they're gonna come up on who I believe these people are and when they took control. So these people control everything. They trickle the information down from there to the next stage. You're gonna move into certain stages. I don't think your politicians are maybe to the fourth rung, fifth rung, maybe. Your president maybe fourth or fifth rung. I don't think that he has any control over anything. These people are controlled by certain levels. And I think what happens at the bottom of the pyramid is the people. And see what happens is certain people on each level, it's like in certain groups, you don't get privy to certain information. Think of your job. You don't get privy to what the assistant manager gets privy to versus what the manager's privy to, the district manager. As you go up, they have information that you don't get. They disseminate it to you when they feel like it. That's what they do to us. And what they had you doing, they realized since it's a small group of people that has to control a mass number, because remember, 99% of us are sitting down here, if not more than 99%. To keep that under control, to herd us in directions that you want us to go in. You can't do that with brute force when you this tiny group. You have to manipulate and control. And the easiest way to do that is control everything. And the easiest way to get you to go along is to make it seem like something you want. So they present it in that way. What if I told you that your country is with you at all times, listening to you, watching you at all times, and it's in your home, and if you just could find it, would you get rid of it? You would say, yeah, if you found out they were doing it in my house. It is, it's in your phone. It is, it's on the internet. You built the whole profile. They know who you are. They know who I am. That's why I can talk freely, because I know they know who I am. Whether I believe it or not, there's a database for me. There's a database for you. So when they go through all of this different stuff, these people control you like this, they're gonna control it all. So that's why for me, L-Dot, I don't get involved in politics, because that is theater somewhere in the middle of that rung of a pyramid. That's how I look at it. And the reason why I say that is because I look at progress. It's in your TV too, I agree. I look at progress. There is none, ever. But what they figured out and convinced us was to dumb down what progress even looked like. Did y'all realize that? We don't even look at progress. Like right now, like people like, and I bring them up all the time, Roland Martin should not be able to stand in front of you for years, get donations, get funding, get everything, get to talk to presidents and vice presidents alike, get to go dance and shuck and drive with them. You can't literally get to do all of those things and not know what's going on. That's not what I meant to say. It was something else like I said to say. I got sidetracked. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm telling you guys, all of this is theater. They're all playing a role. They're all setting themselves up, and the job is to make sure the masses stay in a certain direction. when they want to hurt us one way, they're gonna do it. Give you a classic example. If you were here earlier this weekend, I know a few of you guys was here. You know, Smile, I know you probably was here. Ms. Wright, you probably was here. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all probably was here when I said this. But when it comes down to with these people, they create a narrative. Well, I put like when I was talking about the Hapavirus or whatever it's called, when they was talking about that thing, I said all I know is gonna happen is it's gonna get produced, it's gonna get spread out. They couldn't control it even though they didn't try. They just let people off on boats. Why you already had it contained, but did you let the containment out? That's like don't mess up 101. But you did that, and I said all is gonna happen, but somebody's gonna get very rich. Moderna's already working on a vaccine for it. I'm like, are you really gonna just fall for it again? It's like to me now it's just disrespectful. You just think I'm stupid. You know, that's what that is at this point. So to me, that's why I look at it like that. It just, I don't get involved in all that because I know all of this is a game and I don't compartmentalize. Classic example. If someone will let me play. I'm gonna play this video of Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank. And I like to say this to black folks, so black folks will compartmentalize in a minute. I remember watching black folks go on Shark Tank and you can feel the fact of any black business, they are all looking for a reason to say no. They very rarely even funded most of them. They rarely would do it. And if they did it, they gave a lot of crappy deals. I've seen it all. And it was blatant, but they always use nice, sweet words. And one thing y'all don't realize, this is the one thing, the whole voting thing they just took away is the same thing that they do on this show, but they already do this. Pretty much all they're saying is, if they don't admit to their racism, then they can get away with it. And that's the world we live in. These people get to literally tell you, Charlie Kirk got to run around all day long saying all kinds of racist things, allegedly. Let me watch my words, I know I ain't like that little dude. But then he get to talk about, but I did it in love. Man, if you don't get out of here, I'm not stupid. So what I see, what I see in this world is that they always trying to convince us something that don't make sense, and they do make sense. All this stuff makes sense. If you just stop compartmentalizing, and then too at the same time, all they ever do is give us an excuse. Give them an excuse, they'll be okay. Especially Americans, we ain't got time. We gotta get to work tomorrow. We got bills due. But let me play this video. And I don't want us to compartmentalize. This is what I was basically saying. I don't want to compartmentalize when it comes to these people. If this show was treating those people that way, then I can't look at it like they just, because like black folks will tell me, black folks will say all the time, no, they just didn't like it. Mr. Wonderful doesn't not a bad guy. He's just being honest. Then why he so rude to this black dude? Watch this. Watch this.
The problem with that sentiment is that you were born in 1954.
Yeah.
Okay. You're 71.
Yeah.
Right. In 1954.
By the way, I'm a vampire.
During your lifetime, we've actually had Brown v. Board of Education.
I remember.
Yeah, Brown v. Board of Education. I don't know how you remember it. I think you were like 2 months old. But I'm not finished yet. Let me finish my thought.
Drill back to 54.
Yeah, because you're still alive, right? And so.
First, before I let him go, can I say this too? Negroes, please, people, stop trying to appeal to someone's morality who doesn't have any. He don't have none. So with these people, every time I see them sit down, do you know the black people were lynched? They don't care. They the one who did it. Okay? So don't appeal to that. Keep to the facts. Stay to the facts. Keep it where it's at. Don't hide it. Stay on course. That's all it is. And if you're gonna bring up something that happened like that, say it with your full chest. Don't be out here, you know, can you, no.
Oh, there's an entire generation of people. Brown v. Board, it overturned Plessy v. Ferguson of 1896. My point is that my mother was born in 1951. She desegregated schools. My father was shot in the civil rights movement. Those people. I'm going to finish because you're being utterly disrespectful.
Not at all.
So I'm going to finish this comment. So what I'm telling you is that there are people in this country who fought, died, and bled for the right to vote. Don't be a dick. Just understand.
Okay, now, okay, sorry. When all gloves off when she called me a name. But I don't think my thing is like this. I don't compartmentalize. See, when you say this is one thing I always like to say to people. People will say to us all the time, oh my God, Trump's America's crazy. isn't it the same America the year before Trump got here? Ain't the same America the year before Biden got here? So you trying to tell me, like, I want to say this to men. Let me say this to the men, and then ladies, you think about your man. What pundits basically are saying to you is this, and whatever the president thinks, your man thinks. And if he's a bigot, you a bigot. If he is loving and sweet, he's loving and sweet. That ain't how it worked. Mr. Wonderful always felt this way. He just knew in the climate at that time, he couldn't say it. So what I want black people to stop falling for the okie doke for is because all people are doing is checking their words based upon the climate of the world that we live in. Classic example. Republican politicians are getting overt with their language. It's a slow ball effect. They're trying to get to the overt part of it. Yes, that's how it goes. Now, if you went up and G-checked one of them in their mouth, I promise you, the other one gonna be like, man, y'all better protect me. But every time somebody got G-checked at some point, they're gonna stop talking like that. See, that's the way you have to make these people move and think. But both sides do it to you. They talk to you in a certain way based on the climate. See, classic example. Everybody named Mama, I've watched roasts. Let's say this about Kevin. I don't even want to talk about them entertainment thing, but that whole Kevin Hart roast. I've watched these roasts before. These are some disrespectful people. Don't ever call me on one of these shows and tell me how you really feel. We ain't gonna be friends no more. I ain't got the skin for that. And I can take a joke. I love it, it don't matter to me. I'm very confident. I have high self-esteem. But this is just blatant disrespect for no reason. But I will say this. The climate that you're in, I agree. When it comes to George Floyd or anyone other black folks need to be like battered children. No one can bring up anything that happens to us. So I would say, yes, Kevin, don't approve anything. Y'all can say anything about me, this, that, and the third. You can call me Krispy Kreme. I don't care. Whatever you want to say. But the culture is off limits. With me, that's how it should be at all times. Oh, it's just jokes. I get the jokes. They always disrespectful, but my culture ain't no joke. I can't get up there with them little hat people and make any kind of jokes about anything, especially not the hard stuff, and think it's gonna fly, especially if I ain't part of that culture. So I know I want black folks to whether, like, I hate when I hear a black person. Yes, if you're gonna use the N-word, then shut up. You need to take yourself and understand that is your culture, and some things is off limits, even if you got your little white friend. It's off limits. I'm sorry. Same way if you got a little half friend, you know certain conversation jokes you may have heard that were funny as hell about it, you can't go bring up in front of them because it's disrespectful. But for some reason, we always let everyone off the hook. So I'll go back to the beginning. Dr. Umar, when I brought him up, he keeps calling FBA a hate group. No, it's not. We have self-esteem now. You used, like everyone else, to disrespecting the culture and still being able to claim part of it. No, sir. That's the problem. So don't get mad at us or mad at me because I want my culture to have a self-esteem about itself. Have a high racial pride. We all need it. We'll do better. Side note, let me say this about Dr. Umar before I move on. That's what bothers me, is because he's highly intelligent, but he keep acting ignorant to this whole situation. He keeps same way you do at school. You act ignorant to people being upset with you that it's been 17,000 years. Yes, you know people are gonna be upset at this point. Stop talking trash to the people who have donated money to you. That's just rude. I don't like that. Ain't nobody gotta do that, especially when you ain't produced it. I'm sorry, that's rude. I'm sorry. And I know we all love them. We love them. We all love them. They're just, anyway, let me move on. Look at this, people.
They get a bunch of frozen.
You can hear it. You'll know what they're saying.
Ahi, and they trick everybody into thinking.
This data center?
They get a bunch of frozen ahi, and they trick everybody into.
It's fish. They love fake fish.
They're thinking it's beautiful, fresh ahi. So what they do is they get this rotten tuna, feed it into this red chemical dye, which turns it from the brown, poopy color that you see into a bright red color that.
And I know the sound is, the audio is a little off, but what he's basically saying, if you can't hear it, is basically they take this fish that is rotten already and they dye it. They dye it so much, and then they're gonna pump it with carbon monoxide, because I ain't gonna play over there because I don't think this sounds too good. Then they pump it with carbon monoxide, stick it in the bag, give it to you. You could eat the dead. Oh, I'm so upset. You could be eating the dead carcass of the stuff right now. You won't even taste it. Get sick as a dog, would never know it. They're giving it. I am so sick and tired every time I go to the grocery store. I got to go to class. Oh, I'm so tired. I got to go to class every time I go to the grocery store. If I want some meat, I got to go to class and figure out what is this transitional chicken? What does this mean? You know, I'm so sick of it. Why is it that I got to look at the ingredients and I have to look underneath the wall and behind the ceiling to figure out if this stuff is poison or not? Why are you allowed to poison me and then say you love me? You here to protect me. That's how I know you're not here to protect me. That's how I know Iran is a lie. That's how I know every time you tell me that it's, no, you don't understand. You're all lying, because the proof is in this. Y'all allow all this to happen to us every day. You're giving me dead fish. Why? If you love your people, why would you give them dead anything? No, it's just, I'm gonna say I love you because I don't, and this is how we've been taught to treat you. I want you, me, and all of us to stop saying, I don't want to be treated like this. No goddamn more. This is crazy. Let's keep going.
Not to start something, but to start something. Do you know that people who survived the Holocaust in Germany and in Europe don't have to pay taxes in America, but black people who...
Okay, I'm gonna leave it there. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Y'all didn't catch that, right? Y'all heard what you said, right? Okay, because I can't play it long, because he's talking about them little hat people. Oh yeah, that lab meat. I've seen it too. I've seen it. I was at the grocery store. It's all in Publix. If you're in the land, it's all in Publix. I don't even trust Publix meat no more. I can't even get it anymore. Anyway, so the young ladies and them little ad people, I did not know this. I knew they was getting, I didn't know that they was getting money every year. They was sent overseas to them. But they don't pay taxes, y'all. Again, so you not, this should be up in a fucking roar. Like, why we ain't like banging? Shut a lie, man. Somebody needs to be upset with me. This is very upsetting to me, because you're basically at every turn. This is why. Okay, for the people who like, because I hear women, they get triggered if I say something about Kamala Harris. Ooh, you be talking about Kamala Harris. Oh, you just hating black women. No, I don't. I love black women. But what you not gonna do is lie to me, and what you not gonna do is you know that them folks is getting tax-free on their money. While you sitting, okay, let's be clear, okay? Let's talk about what black people, when you gonna give us some tax-free status? See, that's what, you can't sell me on these people. Because none of them ever say anything that we talk about on here. I don't hear none of them politicians talking about them data centers getting dropped on all these poor black neighborhoods. No, we worry about what them folks tell us to worry about. Oh, I ran in the gas price. Gas prices ain't high because of Iran. Remember, they politely suggested that the president of Venezuela come with them. You know that's what we got. We own their oil fields now. You have an abundance. They have more supplies this year. They have pumped more oil. Their reserves are higher for 2026 at this point than it was at 2025 at this point. This is not a crisis. They are creating the crises to move you, to put you in these cities, to break your vehicles, to make sure you starve, to make sure you need them, to make sure what you ingest isn't real. I know this sounds diabolical, but this is the shit you live in. I think that we live in this cloak in our head. It ain't that bad. It is. Yes, some people on the day-to-day have it worse. The people who have open sewers and places like that, it is worse. I agree. These people can't come out of these situations because somebody's sitting on top of them too. It's a trickle-down effect. You're closer to the beast right now. That's why I don't look like the third world countries. But you do know, in conjunction to their neighborhoods versus ours, do we look as well as theirs? No, but why? Because they make sure they do better. And they give you excuses. hello numbers and some symbols. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate you for coming in. Looks like a smiley face. What I don't want to sound like I'm crazy, but I do want people to think it is happening in every front. Let's keep going. Mind you, this is just random videos. These are not tied together, okay? But yes, that bothers me, and I know that they don't love me, because if they did, they would give us some sort of status. They refuse to give us any status, and they keep telling us, keep hope alive. It's going, mind you, we're at this point, let me say this before I move on. Let's just be honest. Be honest, ask yourself this. Has anybody made a promise to you at all in how many years? I know you've heard you better do it, because if you don't, they're gonna get in. If you vote not for us, it's a vote for them. I know you've heard do it for your ancestors. I know you heard if you don't use it, you're gonna lose it. I know you've heard if you don't do it, you can't speak. I know you've heard all these different things, but the one thing you never hear in the middle of all of that is what you're going to get. That is the thing. That is the game. That is where my mind is at. You can keep arguing with me about all this other stuff or why I should do it. I'm going to keep coming back to the same spot, and I'm going to say, but what is the purpose? That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Anyways, move on. Hit the like button. Share that. Please share that live with me. Come on. Come on.
Yes, everything really is big.
Share that live, man. Get in here with me. Hit the subscribe button too if you ain't done it. Like you say, follow me. We do this every day. We do this every day. Here we go. Here's the thing. I told you I'm gonna play it because I didn't play it before, but I'm gonna play it now. This is this little group when they're gonna basically approve a data center.
Breaking news out of Utah. This video is going viral right now. This is one of many of them that's posted all over Twitter. Someone filmed inside of a auditorium there's a couple hundred citizens on the other side of this table looking at these three guys. These are officials who approved the data center despite the entire audience yelling no. And the comments around this says, when the government doesn't fear the people, there is tyranny. And I wonder if that's true or not.
So, guys, I see it all the time. We just let them do it. They just railroad you and keep moving. What we gonna do? We gotta do something.
They all connected.
I bet you didn't know that Amazon does all of this shit.
Listen.
And controls all of this shit.
Now he's talking about all the businesses Amazon owns now. And I'm going to speak to something. You may want to stay for this if you wasn't here but on any of these other lives, because I'm going to tell you what this means.
They have all these different brands. I bet you just only thought that Amazon was a damn delivery company. You didn't know that Amazon owns Twitch, bro.
Twitch.
You didn't know that Amazon was AWS, Amazon Web Service, and controls most of the cloud in the world.
Whole Foods.
You didn't know that they have Whole Foods, bro. You didn't know that that was Amazon. You didn't know Amazon was Ring, that they bought out Ring. You would have one company, but guess.
Honestly, I'm looking at this list. It's a bunch of them. But what they don't understand, what people don't understand is this. Look, okay, let's just paint the picture. What you are in is this. Someone created Neverland. Let's call it Earth. And they created Neverland, and they said, over here, these people are going to act and move this way. Over here, the people are act and move this way. Over here, this is going to be the story. And so let me tell you the story for America. America's story is this. As long as the small business, the individual company, the person who wanted to do business their own way was here, we had a metropolis of different people and things, and the world actually was better. The only way we've ever even can potentially even closely coexisted with these people, especially in modern time, probably for black people, probably was during the 80s and the 90s. Probably the late 70s, 80s, and 90s. After that, it's been a crap storm all over again. But in that era, in there, black people owned. And I'm not saying we didn't own Jim Crow, we did. And that was a great time too, outside the lynchings. I can't say it because of the lynchings. But what I'm saying, without the lynchings, the whole nine, the black era was there. Black college rates were high. Black people had high black self-esteem. Hip hop was very, very positive. Everything's doing well for the culture. That's what happens. You hear all these stories of what happened to our culture, but you see all this happens. What happened in the late 90s was all of it at once. They said, we want to own it all. And what we're going to do is we're going to make a holding company, but it's going to splinter off and own it all. Amazon to own Twitch, to own that. I know he owns like the Washington Post. So that means he owns media. That means he owns a social media site. That means he owns the cloud. He owns everything. And what it means is this man doesn't own it. Your United States government do. You want to know how I know it? Do you think they would allow him to own the cloud, own social media, own a media outlet? No, you own nothing. It's just an illusion. Same thing for Facebook. Same thing for Walmart. I know you've heard the story of the Walton family. I worked for Walmart at one point when I was a teenager. They jam these stories in your throat to give you a reference point. Mark Zuckerberg's movie they did on him is not real. Every movie that you see is not real. But they become your reference point for everything. If you're watching What's Love Got to Do It all the way down to Malcolm X, all the way down to Ray's movie. I'm not saying these were not great films, but this is not the dialogue they have. These are innuendos. They put fluff, this stuff added on, and they become these people's existence. Michael's movie, I haven't even seen it, but I'm going to tell you in there, something in there did not happen. Michael would say, that did not happen. I promise you he was going to say that. But we're going to take it as full truth. That is the story that they give us every day. The reasons why you make the decisions to be, I always say this all the time, black folks do not all want to be entertainers. That's what they've shown you that is successful for black people. So of course you gravitate to whatever's going to be successful. I want to do that. That's the same reason why Asians are mathematicians. That's why Asians own beauty supply stores. You think they want to sell weave to nickels? No, it is what they have been told is successful to them. They've seen it. They tell black people, man, forget all that. We ain't gonna show you nothing positive. Everybody, person that is positive is gonna be toxic. All that's gonna be that way. And then we still gonna say to y'all, what's wrong with you people? Why y'all don't do no better? Why y'all out here just shooting and murdering each other? Shut up. You can't create the conditions and then blame the people. I know Michael would have said it about the movie. And I'm just saying, this is not to, I just want us to wake. You have to eventually wake up to that the cloak that the world that you live in isn't what you think it is. This place isn't what you think it is. This is not what you think it is. I promise you. It's totally different than what you think it is now. And what I've learned is as time go on is that, see, what happens is you go through layers. And it's like for me, I tell people all the time, I do not have all the answers, but I can see through the BS now. And ain't no telling how deep this thing goes. Ain't no telling what's human, what is not human. Ain't no telling what is any of the, no telling what's really Earth and what's not Earth. Let's just say this real quick. I say this and I'll stop, Sean, because I don't like to pick at the Earth thing, because people always get mad about that one. It is because they've fed it to you, but I can't unlearn what I've learned. Like, I would tell people this here. I would say this. Can I say if the Earth is flat around? I don't know. I've never been up there. One thing L.Dot will never do is give you a strong opinion or a fact on something, let's say a fact, on anything that I have not experienced myself. I know how old I am, I think. I don't remember that day. But I trust the people who tell me when I was born. That's the only reason why I go with it. But I definitively, they can't even tell you. Hook me up to a lie detector test and say how old I am. I don't know. I won't tell. That is how my mind thinks. So when I look at this Earth, I'm not saying it is flat. What I'm saying to you is, none of the stuff that you told me makes sense when you start pulling back layers. Then you find out, like, I have one of these books, them old encyclopedias. I have the encyclopedia from the year before NASA started. I have one. And in that book, it did talk about the Earth being flat. It never talked about the Earth being round. They just changed it. And then they put it in the school system. And then everything before that, they didn't talk about that. That's on the most simplistic level. I'm being dead serious. I'm not even taking the crazy stuff that you can prove just from what they said about the Artemis. That didn't even make no sense. Again, remember this. This is the only one yet. How fast they said 66,000 miles per hour or something that the Earth is spinning through the galaxy. Ooh, right? Remember, the moon is away from the Earth. So what happened was they said you left the moon, Earth, going to the moon, circled the moon, came back, and you traveled fast enough to catch something that was going 66,000 miles per hour, 166, something like that. You caught it. Then, not only did you catch it, you caught it, and came back in at the same point that you knew you wanted to come back in at. You didn't just, like in the movies, you just trying to get back to Earth. You land where you land. These people are amazing. Then when you come back through, You have to come through a barrier that is over 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, which melts metal at this point. But people traveled through that and came back in and landed into the ocean. Coming at 25,000 miles per hour. I'm sorry, I forgot. They were traveling 25,000 miles per hour too. They were traveling that fast. Now, I don't know how 25,000 miles catch 66,000 miles, but they caught it. I don't know how they got it. But then when they caught it, it came in and still was able to come in at the ocean at a smooth 20 miles per hour once it did. Slow down. I don't know where they got the brakes from. It's just, you know what I think happened? And I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna move on before you people think I'm crazy. You know what I think happened? I think when they was telling the story of how the herb and all this stuff, they didn't realize how advanced technology was gonna get. So at the time, you telling this grandiose story, right? And if you have to tell it, you gotta tell it big. You telling the Big Bang and all those stuff, you gotta tell this stuff is massive. You gotta tell a big story, so you told it big. But then what happened was, the information got so readily available, it's very hard to believe now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened. I believe what happened. And see, now they have to give you excuses why things happen. Oh no, that's because the nuclear thermal projector opened up and it cooled it down a smooth 3,000. Okay, all right, I know, I got you. I hear you. But anyways, I digress. Move on.
Never put Vaseline anywhere on your skin. It's called petroleum jelly because it's literally made from petroleum, the same stuff used to make gasoline and plastic. Apparently, I am fear-mongering because I'm talking about a product that doctors swear is perfectly safe. They never really do the work to actually look at updated research. Science evolves. Ingredients get reevaluated. People just...
Especially in today's world, because they just let you put anything in ingredients. Now they say, hey, don't put blueberries in the blueberry pancakes. Put in missicin and paint it blue. And then they'll give them the same thing and we'll save 3 cents.
just love to say.
Because you do realize, look, let me say this to my people, and I'll be playing a lot. Man, nobody hit the subscribe. Man, hit the subscribe button. Follow the channel today, man. I know we've been talking all over the wall, but listen. What you need to get to go ahead and get to realize is this: they're not poisoning the food for profit. That's the excuse. Remember, all they're looking for to do whatever they do to us, I think that's like a golden rule. I have to give them an excuse, because otherwise it's gonna be tyranny. They're gonna revolt if they don't believe we have to do this. So what I believe you're getting is that. So when they put this stuff in, but they're not about making profit. Again, do people make money? Yes, it's a part of the system. It functions, it moves this way. But at the end of the day, you have to have a cutoff point. Like, class example, if you're murdering, if you're puppening your customer base with your food, they can't keep coming back buying it. And like, people's lifespans are shortening. You do realize you're shortening your profits too. That doesn't make sense. No, what's really happening, and I hate to say this allegedly, I have to say this for entertainment purposes only. It is for that, but they don't want you here. And I'm talking about everything. I think that they know as long as they keep you sick and messed up that you can't function, you can't fight back, you can't do anything. It's just total domination, and it's perverted at the same time. They like really weird things on top of it. They like to do things to people. When people question the humanity, we'll put it this way. When people will use the word humanity, when people question their humanity, it is for things like this. You cannot be inhumane in your actions. I should not be watching videos of shipping containers full of children. Why is it not all over the news 5-alarm fire? Because they keep finding this stuff. So if they found one, how many are there? How many young babies right now are going through murderous hell right now? As we go on every day while they telling us another story about something that don't make no sense. It's a circus, and we sitting here just following the circus. What is in there? Somebody should have something. You say you just moving from Australia? Yes, I'm so sorry you here. You may want to go home if you want to get, if your food, because it ain't gonna get no better, no matter where you go. Now your best bet is to go find one of the small hat people stores, and that's where they have some decent food. This is tell you something. You know they even got markers on their food to let them know when it's theirs, even if it ain't in the product name. they have certain identifiers. You have a cope underneath your bare feet at one time. You have people doing that. Underneath your feet at the same time, you got whole cities underneath the ground. That they have whole cities built out right now underneath the ground. At the same time, you have these children trafficking things. We'll say it for that purpose. I know I can't use certain words. You got all this going on at all times, right underneath your nose, while we're going to Starbucks. And we're thinking when we watch the movie, man, when we watch the documentary, we watch a biopic or somebody, we say, man, poor thing that happened to us. It's happening right now. Because this is how they function. I want you to know, if there were no melanated people, it would be the wild, wild west on each other. They do not care anything about violence. They don't care anything about any of this. They only control it because they know if they don't control you, you'll run ruckshop on them because they can't fight you. This guy that's talking right now, that's talking about this Vaseline, take your president. I said this the other day. You saw when the bullets, the shots were ringing out, he couldn't stand up long enough to get out of there. Why? Because he shouldn't be telling anybody what to do. He's weak. He's physically weak. Nobody should be following someone that weak that can't even walk across the stage in a hurry. They have us following these broken down, beat down men that ain't nothing but just violence inside of them. No. So no, you don't get LDOT to follow any of this. I don't follow any of that. I don't pay attention to that. I don't want to be a part of that. I can't convince myself at some points it's okay to be in it and it's okay to not to be in it. It's not. We all have to do it up to a certain level because you can't function otherwise. That's how much of a grip they have on the system. The only way to get away from these people, and you still can't leave but so far, is to get some land and get away from them. You can't. Because even then, you got to pay your property tax. Oh, here they come. Even though you can buy your own land, and you can, even if I build most land, even if I buy my own land, go off into the woods. I got 100 acres. I'm going to the middle of that 100 acres. I don't want nothing around me. I still have to get an inspection on whether my house is satisfactory or not. These people think we're children. I guess maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. Something's wrong with me. I'm a caged bird that don't want to be caged. Anyway, listen.
The implications of this are shocking.
You guys can't see it, so I have to walk you through it. But this young man is out here with a magnet catcher. So this little thing you can have and it'll catch magnets up in it. He's in the sand on the beach. Got so much up that he made stuff out of it, the magnets. It's in the sand. You know how I got in the sand? You said, why is it magnets in the sand? Because it's in the air. Baby, do y'all know the heavy metals that we are ingesting through the air? If you go out, you ever notice, like COVID did this a lot. You know when you went in COVID, you was indoors a lot. And you probably haven't even fully acclimated yourself back into the world like you used to be pre-then, right? Especially since things so high. If you go now, every time you leave the house, it's gonna be $30,000. You know what I'm saying? You say you're gonna start growing your own food. I don't blame you, I would too. But people don't leave home much no more. But you notice that when you do, you leave, especially if you fly. Oh my God. Oh my God. Every time I fly, I get sick. Or sometimes, if it's a 24-hour flu, something, I'm gonna get sick. And it's crazy, and it's because I think my immune system, being that I'm indoors, can't handle if I go across seas into other people's environments. It's obviously what it is. So what I'm saying is, the people, I'm telling you, you don't think you know where you live in. I don't sit back and blame humans for the messed up behavior. You know, we are very blanketed statement people. Humans are. Oh, she's bad, he's bad, she's good, that's great. Oh, today she's great, tomorrow she's bad. What it is, someone's controlling that. What you need to understand is that if you see, especially things that are not human nature, when I see things like, I don't like I got a video sent to me today about a young lady who was violently attacked by a police officer. And it was like, man, did you see this video? I was like, nope, I'm not gonna watch that. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't need to see it to feel the impact of what these people are doing to my people. I talk it every day. I feel it already. Maybe I'm empathic. Maybe I don't want to feel the pain of I don't want to see the pain. It makes me feel worse. So when I see people out here doing behaviors that don't make sense, like you see young ladies and men having sex in the middle of groups of people for no apparent reason to strangers that they just met, or you see people doing things that makes no earthly sense whatsoever, you say, how did we get here? It's all the conditioning and the toxicity that we live in. We do not know, because there was no time in history I don't know of where we were ingesting magnets into our lungs all the time. We don't know what that's going to do. We don't know what every time they tell you need to take this Vaseline, this vaccine, the implicated, what's my man name? What's Bill Gates? Bill Gates said it the other day. I was watching a video with him. We sometimes just don't know. We don't have 2 years to study it, but 2 years could be some problems. We don't know. We have to wait 2 years to find. So you okay with just telling people to put this in their system? We'll find out later. I don't like that. What world do we live in? Maybe it's just me. I don't know. Keep going, people. We got a couple more. Let's keep going.
Why isn't the news reporting on this? Do y'all know what's going on in Italy right now?
Oh, this is what I just told you.
Apparently, the people in Italy started to stand up against the government. They refuse to go to work. They refuse to pay their taxes. They're all out in the street protesting, burning all their utility bills. They saying enough is enough. They realize that the left and the right side of politics over there is all part of the same bird, and they refuse it.
Problem is here, I think that, especially due to racism, and I say this all the time, people are satisfied with just being better than niggas. Oh, nah, long better than them. And then two, I don't think, let me take that back. It ain't just that. You know what it is? Let's just be honest. Let's just go deeper, people. Let's go deeper. And I ain't gonna hold you guys much longer, but let's just say what it is. There are people who want to change the world, and there are just people who want to get along in it. No one's better than the other. I'm not saying the way that I think is better than the other. So I'm not saying any of that. What I'm saying is that I can tell you that we just don't all think alike. And what happens is that a large portion of why we don't do it as Americans because we've been conditioned not to. Remember, at every turn, they told you all the things they did in your history books. When things they didn't like it, they stood up. When they did this, they did this. When they wanted to explore the world, they got on boats and explored. You can't do none of that now. And if you did try to stand up to your government, you the problem. They ain't gonna write in their books that how you would stand up to tyranny. No, you were a militia trying to take over their country. That's what they're gonna paint you as. Remember, they had a few years ago, they were calling black people black identity extremists. You were extreme if you liked yourself too much. These people sit around every day, all day, trying to figure out more ways to tell us we bad folks, all to protect the fact that they just wiping the floor with us every day. See what it is? They won't. You don't hear. You don't hear the Jared Taylors and people like this where they'll come out and say it. We're dominating you. We're better than you. We make sure we do. They'll tell you. But the average person will say things like, I didn't know. It's not this. We can just all be equal. Yeah, we equal because you winning. You like the status of what it is. I want my people to understand that every time that someone tells you need an ally, and every time the ally don't tell you how they're going to give a piece of their fortune to you so you can come up with them and y'all can fight equally, then you ain't talking to me about nothing. If you can't help me get to the spot to where you at so we can be equal and fight the man, if you can't do that, or if you can't do this, like I'm going to tell you something I saw yesterday. I didn't even plan on bringing this up, but this pissed me off. White dude telling, he's worked for some company. He was like, if I work in this company, this is the way he's telling the story. He's like, if a black guy and a white guy comes in and they both qualify for the same position and they check out the exact same way, of course I'm going to hire the black person. He was like, due to the fact of, not because of just DI, because of the fact of they had to systemically go to the opposite direction whether the person's qualified or not. So of course I'm going to at least try my best to do my part. That's all that I can do at this level. Now, what I did not hear in what that man said is that I would never hire another white person. I would never hire a woman. I would never hire another trans. I never heard any of them say this. He just said the obvious freaking statement. I'm in the comments section. How dare he should be fired. He shouldn't be there anymore. What is wrong with him? He's messed up. That's reverse racism. So you don't want to level the playing field, is what you're saying to me. You don't want me to be equal to you. You want me to be able to complain to you about the little hat people because you don't like what they getting over on you when you side with them every time they come against me. No, I'm not gonna do that. Y'all all together. And I just want us to understand they just give you an excuse and just keep doing all the shit they doing. The other countries are getting free taxes and free money and this, that, and the third. And then when it comes to you, you just begging. I heard Ben Shapiro one time. He was on the Breakfast Club. This was so funny to me. It was so funny. The deflection was like classic. Yo, I heard you, Charlamagne. Yo, I heard you didn't care for black people getting reparations. You was against it. He was like, yeah, I don't think it's a handout, and I don't think that. He says, but he's like, but Jewish people get reparations. He was like, but there was a conversation once there of whether we should do it or not. It was a lot of conversation about. A lot of people didn't want it. And Charlamagne didn't do the question that should have been asked because he ain't gonna push, but this is what I was saying. But you still got it. You didn't turn it away. So you don't want me to get the same? You do know, I've heard black people say the same thing. Yo, I don't want that money. You don't, so I don't supposed to get it because he said it, you said that, but you still get it. No, again, don't let people, because they articulate themselves, sit in front of your face and say shit that don't make no sense. Somebody finally, remember I would say they vet everything. I'm gonna read the comment and say, they vet everything that we do, right? Every politician get vet. You gonna vet anything that they get a question, they gonna know the question before it comes to them because they lying, but they gonna come and they gonna make sure that happen. But I remember one time Joe Biden got hemmed in the corner, somebody asked him about reparations, he got hit with it. It was so funny too, the way he responded. He was like, I'll do it if the Native Americans start with them first. And I'm saying it again, I was waiting for Roland and well, let me stop naming that. I'll read all the popular pundits. They at least come out on their platforms and G-check in. What the fuck are you talking about? They got theirs multiple times. They still getting it. Why? That was a deflection. See, every time we need something, there's a deflection. I'm the guy who says, you can not like me. You can don't like my tone. You can say I'm aggressive. You can say you get more if you play ball. You can say all that. All that I know is that in my lifetime, doing everything that you just said has us at a spot where Roland is saying all hands on deck. We need to keep our vote. We still arguing about even being able to vote. Not even talking about what the vote is going to get you. You want me to stay here. Fuck that. No. Not doing that. Not anymore. Move it on. I'm almost done, people. Hold on. Let me
It's funny is that they didn't just build.
Hold on. Let me see. What'd you say? You're dragging them out of these right now. You know, and like when it comes to those politicians, I said this before, Ms. Wright. I said this. People think I'm anti-politics. No, I am for this. I am not anti-politics if it's going to work. So I'm at the point where you have to, I'm a businessman at heart. You have to make it make sense. Otherwise you don't do it. And symbolism isn't good enough. And I do agree they all need to be out of the seats. Because even the ones that they've been trying to make, like they're angry because they're changing the districts. I can't get that out. They're doing it in certain areas, especially the predominantly black area. And it is very racist what's happening. But I would say to the person first, I want horse thing. It put an eyeball on it for me. So now I'm paying attention to each one of these black districts that you telling me that I need to be all on hands on deck for. And all of them are failing. Classic example. There's a young man, I don't know if he's gonna come up, but Shreveport. Is this one right now?
They all connected.
No, that's not it. Is that Shreveport one? It was a dude in Shreveport. They were talking about, it was Roland. That's what it was. I ain't gonna be able to find because Roland was talking about. But Shreveport, Louisiana. Shreveport, they were literally talking about how they ready to lose this district. It's a black district, ready to lose it. And it's because there was no voter turnout. It was like 100,000 people could have voted, 14,000 voted. Or it was stuff like that. So a lot of people didn't vote. And now they're telling me they're ready to lose this district. What they didn't tell you is it was a Democratic district. It's been Democratic run. And I think a black person is even in control of the district. And it's the poorest in the state. And so I'm saying to myself, you have to make it make sense when the person's in there. One of the things I keep saying is, this what makes, look, if you own, there's only one way that you could get me to get up and vote now without any promises, and they can't do it. And I'm gonna tell you what that would have been. It would only be if the Republicans have been in office for how many godly amount of years in a row, and they have not been able to get a Democrat in office enough to give us any of the stuff that we need. That's the only way the okie doke would work on me right now, because I would say we have to at least give them a shot to see what they can do. They're not addressing us, but at least we have to give them. I would at least say that then. But being the fact that every few years we get one of your men, every 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years, we get them to control everything, and yet still nothing happens. That's the smoking gun. Computer, excuse me. That's it. That's the thing that gets you. That's the thing you can't get around. You've had people sitting there, and one thing that never comes up is always something more important than helping black folks at that time. So what black folks need to say to you, and they are saying to you, is that, well, at some point, we're going to have to be the priority no matter what the world is going through. And see, that's why that's falling on deaf ears, and it's not with me. But I mean, when it's falling deaf ears with me. Anyways, let me see if I got one more and then I get out of here. Let me see what we got.
Oxford in the United Kingdom will be the first ever official World Economic Forum 15-minute city. And this is no freaking joke, dude. Look at this, what it says here. Oxford permit area. Residents living in the Oxford permit area can apply for a free permit that gives you 100-day passes per car per calendar year.
You get 100-day passes per year to go out the city. Why? For all of existence, I can go everywhere. But in this new world, due to whatever BS reason you gonna give me, I have to now get a pass. Nigga, what in the world? Shut it live. Hit the slide button. Shut that live button. Because somebody need to hear this.
Households can apply for a maximum of 3 cars. So they're already making travel restrictions ahead of the global energy crisis, which is around the corner. The zones have been drawn up, roads closed off, barriers installed, and AI driver surveillance cameras are up. Residents have already been asked to apply for permits to leave their zone.
People, do you see what's happening? While we hearing your president call people stupid, you're just stupid, you're dumb, you're just stupid. And then people saying that, see white people like, yeah, you see how he talked about love them. They are herding us into little buildings. I'm trying to find this one video, and I was trying to get out of here with it. It was this one little black guy, and I liked a little of his videos, and I can't find him. But he had one. Maybe this is it. Hold
Guys, check this out.
So how long do I have to walk to...
Oh no, but that's crazy too. But I'll play that tomorrow. We'll play it. Here you go. This guy is actually in a city. Now watch this. This is, and you can't see it, people, but y'all can hear it. You're gonna feel it's coming right now.
Okay, guys, this is something I noticed. Now we're here in Austin at a place called The Domain. Now it's very nice, luxury stores and whatnot. But if you pay attention, this is actually a 15-minute city. The reason being, if you look up here, you have endless apartment buildings on top of the whole entire shopping center. You have luxury stores. You have people walking around to where within 15 minutes, you can get to everything. Your shopping, your food, your entertainment, you name it. And nobody really notices, even right here.
Now, if I hadn't played the previous video explaining you how this all sounds amazing for convenience, right? We love convenience. I love the convenience. This is amazing for convenience. It is the lack of mobility that bothers me. I don't want more rules. I don't need rules to be told 100 days I can go. I don't need that. I don't want that. I don't desire that. I don't want to live in a world like that. I don't want to be in a world where my only vehicle is listening to me, it's filming me, can stop and drive me, lock me in my car and drive me wherever it wants to go at some point without my permission. I don't want none of that. So I don't understand what in the world people are not in an uproar for, because this is where it's at. That's why I say, you ever heard the expression, I say this all the time on him. They say that not everybody in the world is real. Some people are NPCs. Some people are Cabbage Patch babies. Some people are incubator babies. Where did they come from? All this other stuff. And the reason why I say this is, and then you got to think about MK Ultra. And then you got to think of also with the colors and schemes and things that they put in front of us on TV screens. Are they running hypnosis on us? That works on certain personality types, certain cancer signs, things like that. We don't know. You people are, actually you people are on a simplistic level of thinking. These people are looking at organisms and microbes, and they're looking at everything down to its core of everything. So when they're doing that, and you are doing what? You're sitting in the back going to preach. You arguing with your man about whether he can give you the world. You arguing about with your woman whether she cooking biscuits, still from scratch. Your children can't read no more because the school system ain't requiring it. You do realize they don't even teach no more. They're not teaching. They're not teaching. They're not teaching. They're not teaching. I saw this video the other day, which was beautiful to watch. I wish I had it. Let me see if I do got it. It was so beautiful to watch. I probably do, but I don't want to play. It was kind of long. But one of them, and there's no disrespect, but one of them days, you know what I'm talking about, right? One of them days was up there, right? And one of them days, she wanted them to call her teacher something, but you couldn't call her male or female or anything like that. And so what ended up happening was the kids questioned everything, and to the point the teacher's now getting upset and angry. But it's the point is that they're always moving you, and even children can see when the stuff don't make any sense. Everything is confusion. But again, I can't talk about this. I can talk about this all day long. Look, let me say this to you guys, and I got other stuff we can dive into later. So this is what we do. I'm gonna take a break. This is what I'm gonna do for you. Cause who asked me? Was it Miss Wright who said that said you want to come? Miss Wright, you the one who said come back later. Cause I'm gonna come back later. What we can do? This is what I want to talk about. We're gonna come back later. So I want to tell all the people that's in here now. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back in probably about 2 hours. So maybe around 5, 6, somewhere in there. East Coast time. What we're gonna talk about is we're gonna talk about the origins of them folks. Yes, ma'am. I'll do it. So what we're gonna talk about origins of this country. The reason I believe that Black Americans are more than just slave babies who got here on a boat. And we're gonna show. Matter of fact, Ms. Ray, since you said it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go try to pull some of my videos that I have, some film, some photos and things to show you some things that this country produced well before. I'm gonna show you things this country produced, and they shouldn't be able to produce in the time frame that they said it did. So how about that? We'll do that. And if anybody else is more than welcome to come, hit the like button for again if you like what we talked about today, and definitely hit the subscribe. Look, hit the subscribe button. You're gonna have to follow this because they're gonna take this from me eventually. So let me give y'all a going away song. Again, for people who don't know me, this is L. Dot. I have a platform called 300 Radio. This is where this platform, this show, Scott Free Morning Show, is actually housed on this platform. You can go to YouTube and watch it, 300 Radio and the number 1. Hit the subscribe button when you get there. You can see things live. We have a bunch of music that we play there it's all produced by 300 Radio producers. A lot of it by myself. And I'm going to play one on the way out for you guys today. I'm gonna play you something that I like. It's basically, we are in a struggle, people. And the name of the song is called Race to Reality. We are in a struggle. And I need you to understand that this racial thing that we're living under the reality is it's got us in a chokehold and we don't understand what we're looking at. So what I wanna do over here on this platform, we're gonna come back and we're gonna try to do something later today. What did you say? Thank you, I am genealogy. Okay, yeah, and I love talking genealogy because I'm into it heavy too. For the fact, and so we can get in there. Yeah, your ass better show up too. But yeah, we're gonna definitely do it. And but yeah, the channel's there, and this song basically represents what the culture has to go through. So the lyrics are very, very special, near and dear to me. So I'm gonna play this for you on my way out. I do appreciate you guys. Let me cut it on real quick. I do appreciate you guys for coming in again and rocking with me because, like I say, they don't send my notifications out like they're supposed to every time. So I appreciate it. But anyway, appreciate it. Love you guys for coming out. I'll see you guys later on today if y'all want to do it. Until then, I'll let you. All right, peace. We're still running. Yeah.
Grew up with a school paint peeled off the wall. History book thin, but the cops stand tall. Coach said run fast, teacher said aim high. Mama said pray, but the rent said why. Scholarship dreams on a hardwood floor. Stadium packed, but the block still poor. You a hero in a jersey, just a thread in a hoodie. They love you on camera, then they mute your story. Draft day, bright back home like flickers. Billionaires bet on your bones like stickers. You sign for a check, they sign for your silence. Smile for the brand, tuck away the defiance. This that race to reality. They keep changing up the finish line. Say it's all about morality, but they price every inch of your time. We've been running through a gallery. Other faces they never framed right. Race to reality, race to reality. Still sprinting in the same old fight. Corner store tax, higher than the stocks uptown. Food desert, but the liquor truck always comes around. Red lines drawn like chalk where the body fell. Same lines in the bank, just a different cell. They build fields, build courts, not a laugh, not a fun. Hope you catch a pass, not a book, not a run. Say you made it out like the rest ain't stuck, like the ladder ain't greased, like it's all just love. News talk tough when a black man stumbles. Quiet when the hedge fund guts hold jungles. You trained all summer just to sit on the bench. Meanwhile a spreadsheet tightening the rent. It's that race to reality. They keep changing up the finish line. Say it's all about morality, but they price every inch of your time. We've been running through a gallery. Other faces they never frame right. Race to reality, race to reality. Still sprinting in the same old fight. Who on the field? Who write the rules? Who sell the dream? Who choose the schools? Who draw the maps where the money moves? Who build a cage, then blame the fools? Ask who profits off all this pain. Off jerseys, music, memes, our names. We more than labor, more than play. We the soul they can't appraise. It's that race to reality. They keep changing up the finish line. Say it's all about morality, but they price every inch of your time. We've been running through a gallery. Other faces they never frame right. Race to reality, race to reality. Still sprinting in the same old fire. Race to reality. Keys on the table, your coat on the floor. We've been throwing sharp words like we want a war. You lean in the doorway, eyes tight, still proud. Silence like a thunder, beating way too loud. But you don't turn away. You just crossed this room. All that distance between us falls out of view. Call a truce on my skin. Let your hand say it first. Every kiss on my neck keeps rewriting the hurt. We don't need every answer. We don't know every word. Call a truce on my skin. Let the bad things blur. Your breath on my shoulder, that tremble you hide. Every shiver confession running down my spine. Fingers trace the fault line where we came apart. You're talking and touching straight into my heart. You pull off my defense like you pull off my shirt. All that armor between us falling in the dirt, yeah. Call it truce on my skin. Let your hand say it first. Every kiss call me plain, I know it. I wore that word too long. We threw glass at each other. Now the tables all but gone. I keep my pride in my pocket, but it tears through every scene. You look at me like I'm the fire when, baby, we're both the smoke in the scene. I've been holding this house up with my hands full of cracks. Say my name like you mean it, or watch me fade in black, cause I can't keep bleeding and call it love. I can't keep reaching when you won't burn. Don't let me go, don't let me go. I'm still here, I'm still holding on. Don't let me go, don't let me go. Even when we're both so wrong. We've been pain, but I still see your face in the rain. Don't let me go, don't let me go, don't let me go. I am breaking, but I stay. You never say what you owe me. Just turn your back to the truth. And I got a chest full of thunder, tryna make room for you. I'm tired in my bones now, tired in my mouth, my tongue. Tired of loving so hard and getting hurt by the one I love most. I've been holding this house up with my hands full of cracks. Say my name like you mean it, or watch me fade in black, cause I can't keep bleeding and call it love. I can't keep reaching when you won't burn. Don't let me go, don't let me go. I'm still here, I'm still holding on. I'm still holding on. Don't let me go, don't let me go. Even when we're both so wrong. We've been pain, but I still see your face in the rain. See your face in the rain. Don't let me go. I am breaking, but I stay. If I walk away tonight, it won't be for lack of love. It'll be cause my heart got tired of carrying all this love. I need you to face me, not just turn and call me cold, cause I'm crumbling in silence, and I can't keep doing this alone. Don't let me go, don't let me go. I'm still here, still holding on. I'm still holding on. Don't let me go, don't let me go. Even when we're both so wrong. We've been pain, but I still see your face in the rain. See your face in the rain. Don't let me go. I am breaking, but I stay. Low light, red wine, lip print on the rim you bite. Eyes locked, hold mine. Slow burn in the midnight quiet. You left neck till gold chain resting on your skin. You say my name like silk. I already know I'm walking in. You lean close, asking nothing but your body asking everything. Every word tastes like trouble, but it feels like worship on my tongue. Velvet in the dark, you and me, breathing hard, no names, Just hands tracing lines we don't understand. We both know how this ends. Clothes on the floor, strangers again. But right now in this bar, you're velvet in the dark. Yeah. Bass low, slow sway. Your hips answer every phrase. Your perfume, my veins. Every inhale fans the flame. Your lip on my throat. Fingertips play down my spine. You say don't go slow and lose the last of my disguise. You pull me past the doorway, leave the world inside the haze. Every kiss a quiet warning, every touch a promise I won't break. Oh, velvet in the dark, you and me, breathing hard, no names, just hands, tracing lines we don't understand. We both know how this ends. Clothes on the floor, strangers again. But right now in this spot, you're velvet in the dark. Sheets twist, headboard drum. You write every word off my tongue. Your nails write your secrets down my back till you come undone. You say stay in a whisper, but your eyes already say forget. One night, one ache, we'll both remember then regret. Yeah, 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 yeah. Velvet in the dark, you and me, breathing hard, just hands, tracing lines we don't understand. We both know how this ends. Clothes on the floor, strangers again. But right now, leave your mark on my skin, in my heart, just velvet, velvet in the dark. I'm sitting right here with you, but my mind drifts off to the way she walks in the room, and I lose my thoughts. You got your hand in mine, still I feel that pull. Yeah, I'm guilty every time when her name fills my skull. I try to stay locked in, I try to play it cool, but one look from her and I break that rule. My chest gets heavy, my words run thin. I know I'm wrong for this, but it's tugging me in. Rather be with you, rather be with you, rather be with you. But I keep thinking of her. Rather be with you, rather be with you, rather be with you. Still I want a curse and a fire. She got that slow, slow stride and that bold-eyed stare. When she tossed that hair back, man, I'm already there. I picture her body close, like a secret I can't hide. Got me staring through the night with a hunger I can't deny. Your love is in my hands, but a ghost is in my veins. I hate the way it feels, yet I can't break these chains. I try to stay locked in, I try to play cool, but one look from her and I break that rule. My chest gets heavy, my words run thin. I know I'm wrong for this, but it's tugging me in. Rather be with you, rather be with you, rather be with you. But I keep thinking of her. Rather be with you, rather be with you, rather be with you. Still I want a curse and a fire. If I'm honest, baby, I'm split into one heart in your hands, one mind running to her. I need to choose before this pain gets loud, 'cause I can't keep loving you with a face in the crowd. Rather be with you, rather be with you, oh, rather be with you. But I keep thinking of her. Hey, hey. Rather be with you, rather be with you, rather be with you. Still I want a curves and a fire. Rather be with you, rather be with you, oh, rather be with you. But I'm lost in that other girl. Oh, hey, yeah, yeah. You walking, red dress, low dim light, laugh lines on your lips, gold on your thigh. You don't see me leaning in the shadow, drinking my hand, tracing every move you made like I already understand. From across the room, I'm on your skin, every slow step closer, I'm breathing you in. Got my hands in my head, but my mind on your waist. I'm undressing your name, trying to savor the taste. From across the room, you feel this too. That slow, heavy pull drawing me to you. If I get you alone, girl, you know how we'll end. Two strangers burning down on one night stand. Oh, you've been down. Touch your heel, my thoughts go dark. Neckline slips, I feel my pose leave a mark. You glance back, hold it just a second too long, like you heard every filthy line in my song. From across the room, on your skin, every slow step closer, I'm breathing you in. Got my hands in my head, but my mind on your waist. I'm undressing your name, trying to savor the taste. From across the room, you feel this too. That slow, heavy pull drawing me to you. If I get you alone, girl, you know how we'll end. Two strangers burning down on one night stand. Yeah, you drift by my table, perfume cuts through the smoke. You say you've been staring, I laugh, my control just broke. I say I've been thinking about your hands on my chest all night. You bite your lip, whisper, prove it when we leave this light. Hey, from across the room, I was on your skin, now you're back on the door. I'm breathing you in, have my hands in my head, now they're locked on your waist. I'm spelling out your body, learning every taste. From across the room to the heat of your bed, every slow deep breath running straight to my head. When the morning comes, we'll go back to pretend, but tonight we're just strangers.
doorway. Say you just need one more fire. I feel my pulse in the hallway. Been thinking about this all night. You tie loose, top button undone. I'm trying hard to look busy when my thoughts come undone. Touch me like a secret in your office chair. Hold me by the waist, mess up my hair. Make my lipstick stain your collar, don't you care? I've been writing you in margins every day we're working. Touch me like a secret that you never share till the blinds fall down. And you got me right there. And you got me right there. You leaning close with the questions. I taste the coffee on your breath. You lay your hand on my shoulder. Hold it just a second to left. I'm signing forms, I'm shaking. Ink bleeding like my comb. I picture you behind me, hand guiding rough and soft. Touch me like a secret in your office chair. Pull me by the waist, mess up my hair. Make my lipstick stain your collar, don't you care? I've been writing you in margins every day we're working. Touch me like a secret that you never share till the blinds fall down. And you got me right there. And you got me right there. I wanna feel your jacket on the floor. Your voice dropping lower at the door. Your fingers tracing lines under my shirt. Slow circle, slow pressure, slow burn. Touch me like a secret in your office chair. Pull me by the waist, mess up my hair. Make my lipstick stain your collar, don't you care? I've been writing you in margins every day we're working. Touch me like a secret that you never share till the blinds fall down. And you got me right there. And you got me right there.
I left it on the tray, right by the ash. Now it's gone away, like money in the dash. I check my coat, I check the floor, I check the floor. I check that old green chair by the bedroom door. Smell still hanging there, sweet and cruel. Somebody made off with my last small jewel. Now tell me, baby, who been in my space? Who took my little piece? Who left this empty place? Who took my blunt? Who took it? Who took it? Who took my blunt? Tell me now. I had it in my hand, then it slipped somehow. Who took my blunt? Who took it? Who took it? Who took my blunt? Where it at? I'm looking all around and I want it back. I asked the fellas first with that hard stare. one man wouldn't dare. My girl laughed soft, then looked away. Said, baby, you was high since yesterday. I ain't mad, no, I'm just low. Wasn't much I had, but I miss that smoke. Now tell me, baby, who been in my space? Who took my little piece? Who left this empty place? Who took my blunt? Who took it? Who took it? Who took my blunt? Tell me now. I had it in my hand, then it slipped somehow. Oh, who took my blunt? Who took it? Who took it? Who took my blunt? Where it at? I'm looking all around and I want it back. Maybe the cat got brave. Maybe the cousin came through. Oh, maybe the night got hungry and the whole room knew. If you got my roll, bring it home tonight. I'm too grown, too tired for this little who took my blood? Tell me now. I had it in my head, then it slipped somehow. Oh, who took my blood? Who took it? Who took it? Who took my blood? Where it at? I'm looking all around and I want it back. Bring it back now. Bring it back to me. Whoa, one small hit. Poor soul free.
Door click, silk slip on the floor. You don't say a word, just look. Eyes heavy on my mouth like you're already hurt. You pull on my shirt like you're trying to tear time away. Slow touch, you shake when I breathe, but your heartbeat late. Your walls echo my name, every breath, every shiver, every frame. You keep calling me back, the same. So your walls echo my name, your walls echo my name. When you arch, when you tremble, when you claim every mark that I trace, you inflame. So your walls echo my name, yeah. You bite my shoulder when I tell you everything I'll do. Low voice right here in your ear, painting all of the proof. You, babe, don't rush, don't stop, don't you dare behave. I see into all that you're hiding, all that you crave. Your walls echo my name, every breath, every shiver, every frame. You keep calling me back, the same. So your walls echo my name, your walls echo my name. When you arch, when you tremble, when you claim every mark that I trace, you inflame. To your walls echo my name. Oh, say it softly, say it rough. Every letter of my name rolling off you like a lover. You hold on to every wave I make, even when I pull away. You can feel me in a your walls echo my name. Every breath, every shiver, every frame. You keep calling me back, the same. So your walls echo my name, my name. Your walls echo my name. When you arch, when you tremble, when you claim every mark that I trace, you inflame. To your walls echo my name, yeah. quiet, you still feel this flame. Till the night, till your body hurt mine. Late night, city quiet. Hearts loud. You know what time it is. You riding with Rick. Late night, city quiet. Hearts loud. You know what time it is. You riding with Rick Grimes, baby. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Seat back, moonlight on your thighs, fingertips tracing every look, every sigh. Low talk, breath warm in the dark. Every mile that we take takes us deeper in the spark. This is the ride with DJ Rick Grimes. Slow it down, let your body unwind. Every curve, every kiss on your mind. Let the night take control of your time. This is the ride with DJ Rick Grimes. Pull you close, leave the daylight behind. Every touch, every shiver of the line, baby. Welcome to the ride. Soft skin, soft song in your ear. Name on your lips. I can feel you from here. No rush, no rush. We got hours to burn. Every pause, every breath, got you begging for your turn. This is a ride. Slow it down, let your body unwind. Every curve, every kiss on your mind. Let the night take control of your time. This is the ride. Close, leave the daylight behind. Every touch, every shiver of the line. Baby, welcome to the
You came with your backpack dreams, fresh fade, cracked phone, white tee. I was clocking in, clocking out, same bus, same stop, same week. We were laughing at being broke, splitting fries, blue plastic seats. You said if I rise, you rise. I believed you instantly. It's that home team love that holds you down, love. We gon' build this up, brick by brick, us hand in hand, heart in heart, baby, we enough. Black queen, black king, that's that home team love. It's that home team love, that everyday love. We gon' run this race, never give us up. Soul to soul, mind to mind, rising from the mud. Black queen, black king, that's that home team love. Oh yeah, you be talking long-term plans, eyes bright, shots on the floor. I'm in my bonnet counting bills. You kiss my neck, say we'll do more. You got my candles in your space. I got your hoodie at my place. 2 accounts and 1 big dream. Same last name on everything. It's that home team love. It's that home team love. That hold you down, love. We gon' build this up. Brick by brick, us. Hand in hand, heart in heart, baby, we in love. Black queen, black king. That's that home team love. It's that home team love. That everyday love. We gon' run this race. Never gives up. Soul to soul, mind to mind, rising from the mud. Black queen, black king. That's that home team love. Ooh, you cover me, I cover you. I feed your mind, you tell the truth. We sign the lease, we sign the deed. We sign our names on legacy. From Sunday dinner to boardroom tables, we matching grades, we matching labels. When I win, you win, we win. Say it again. It's that home team love that holds you down, love. Won't build this up, brick by brick, us. Hand in hand, heart in heart, baby, we in love. Black queen, black king, that's that home team love. Just that home team love, that everyday love. We gon' run this race, never give us up. So, mind to mind, rising from the mud. Black queen, black king, there's that home team love. That home team love. Hey, black queen, black queen, black king, black king, there's that home team love.
The curve of your neck, yeah, like a coffee cup. I wanna hold it in my hands. See you slowly as I wake up. You're alive in my kitchen, like a radio anthem. Little crackle, little comfort. Every song I grew up on. You remind me of everything I never looked at twice till I saw it on you. Doorways, daylight, quiet rooms. You remind me how simple things can feel brand new. Every corner, every shadow too. You remind me. You remind me. You walk down my hallway like Sunday down the aisle. Every step a soft confession, every glance a hidden smile. The line of your back, like pages in a book. I'm reading with my fingertips, every crease, every hook. You remind me of everything I never looked at twice till I saw it on you. Doorways, daylight, quiet rooms. You remind me how simple things can feel brand new. Every corner, every shadow too. You remind me. Oh, man. You remind me. Yeah, yeah. Your hand on my shoulder feels like a porch light left on, like a key on the table, saying this is where you belong. The way you lean on my pillow, like a coat on a chair. So casual, so certain, like you've always been there. Yeah. You remind me of everything I never looked at twice till I saw it on you. Doorway, daylight, quiet rooms. You remind me how simple things can feel brand new. Every corner, every shadow too. You remind me. last light in a store makes me linger in the doorway. Keep on wanting one thing more.
From the drum to the drum line, yeah. From the field to the front line, yeah. From the block to the bright sky,
Yeah, we the reason the world feels alive. Yeah, grandma hands grease on the stove. Church fans swinging testimonies in the rows. Uncle at the grill, secret in the smoke. Turn the scrap to a feast, that's the way we go. Turn pain into paint on the south side wall. Turn scraps into style, watch the world copy y'all. We the slang, we the step, we the soul in the talk. Whole globe on the move, how we walk. From the Geechee tie to the river red clay, we the one turn a hard time into a holiday. Take change, make change, now they hang on our neck. Took the weight of this place, turned it into respect. We the heartbeat of the world, can you feel that?
every rhythm, every move, yeah, we built it.
From the field to the stage, we survive, we amazed.
Foundational, generational, we the base.
We the heartbeat of the world, say it out loud.
Every color in the culture came from this ground.
From the pain to the grave, from the root to the crown.
Foundational, generational,
Hold it down.
hold it down.
Banjo drum hum of a midnight train. Out there came blues, gospel soul in the rain. Out there came swing, then the groove, then the break. Now the whole earth rocking to the sound we made. Granddaddy car with the chrome so clean. Sunday drive, whole fam in a sunbeam. We flip struggle to a strut, turn sorrow to a song. You feel stronger just by singing along. From the city, marshes, fists in the air to the fresh fade line in your nephew hair. From the HBCU band at the game to the aunties hitting styles that they never can name. We the sauce in the speed, recipes in the pipe. We the dance, we the chant, we the cold dead vibe. But they can't take root, they don't know that soul. Where the pearls still bloom from the blood and toil.
We the heartbeat of the world.
Can you feel?
Every from every move, yeah, we feel it.
From the field to the stage, we survive, we amazed.
Foundational, generational, we the base.
We the heartbeat of the world, say it out loud.
Every color in the culture came from this ground.
From the pain to the grace, from the root to the crown.
Foundational, we the first no sun, we the last drum run, we the hush in the night, we the burst of the sun.
We the laugh in the dark,
We the spark in the storm.
turn a tear to a trend.
Turn the scar to a form.
Every step,
Every slide,
that's a story.
Story.
Every slang,
every side.
that's the glory. They can change, they can trace, they can study our way, but the soul of this thing stay in FBA.
We the heartbeat of the world. Every rhythm, every move, we feel it now.
From the field to the stage, we survive, we amazed.
Foundational, generational, we the best. We the heartbeat of the world.
Say it out
Every
loud.
color in the culture came from this ground.
From the pain to the grace, from the root to the crown.
Foundational, generational,
Hold it down.
hold it down, down.
Foundational, generational, hold it down.
Hold it down, down.
Hold it down.
Foundational, generational,
Hold it down.
we the heartbeat of the world.
Hold it down. Yeah. I seen the same hard look in my mama's eyes. I seen the same cold door shut 1,000 times. We built this whole damn road with our bleeding hands. Still they act surprised when we stand like men. Raise, don't wait your turn, and boy, don't speak too loud. But I was born with fire, and I won't back down. Every scar on our backs got a name in it. Every step we take is a threat to them, but we still here, still strong, still moving on. They can press us down, can't keep us down long. Hear that hum in the ground like a rising song. Heavy is enough, we've been caring too much. Oh, heavy is enough, now we throw it all. Oh, stand up, stand mama's on the line. Kids with dreams so big they could split the sky. I want clean streets, true schools, pay that last. Oh, not a hand-me-down life and a future that holds fast. We don't need pity, we need room to breathe. We don't need permission to be all we can be. We got the blood, we got the seed. Now watch us turn to the change they need. Heavy is enough, we've been caring too much. Oh, heavy is enough, now we throw it all. Oh, stand up, hey. Stand up, this whole world feel us, feel us. Oh, heavy is enough, now we rise up, rise up. I ain't asking for mercy, I'm calling for repair. I ain't bowing my head, I've been there, from the block to the ballot, from the field to the stage. We gon' write our own name on every page. Yeah. Heavy is enough, we've been caring too much. Heavy is enough, now we throw it all. Whoa. Stand up, man. Stand up, this whole world feel us. Oh, heavy is enough, now we rise up, now we rise up. Heavy is enough, we rise up. Heavy is enough. I seen the same heart. Yeah. You bite your lip every time I lean in slow. You don't say it, but I hear it running under your pulse. I know. Hand on your waist, you watch before I even speak. I call your shame by its first name. You get honest when you're weak. Yeah. I can read your mind, every dirty little line, girl. You don't have to say a word, I already seen you undress in my head. I can read your mind, every secret that you hide, girl. You don't have to beg for it, I'm already there in your head. You play don't touch while you're pulling on my chain. You say slow down with your mouth, but your hips don't move the same. You want control, and you want me taking it back. You love the way that I say stay, right before I make you cry. Ooh, I can read your mind, every dirty little line, girl. You don't have to say a word, I already seen you undress in my head. I can read your mind, every secret that you hide, girl. You don't have to beg for it, I'm already there in your head. Tell me what you fear, I'll say it first. Ooh, you think I'll drown you in this one, but you wanna be submerged. Look me in my eyes and lose the act you play. I know exactly what you crave. I'm the word you never say. Yeah, I can read your mind, every dirty little line, girl. You don't have to say a word, I already see you undress in my head. I can read your mind, every secret that you hide, girl. You don't have to beg for it, I'm already there in your head.
down with a kudzu clown. We race queens out here.